up on your screen.
I just
You
is that
said
live? Is that all right to put live?
Yeah, you said I don't bring the bam. We're live. You said I don't bring the heat, so I'm coming at you hard. Put your shit right in the spot. Oh, we're probably gonna start very quickly with Joe Neals. I'm gonna ambush Dave. Dave's not ready. Stand by.
Who's that?
Oh, look, we have an issue. Do you see what's going on? Oh, there we go.
It's lag.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Guys, what's up? First time in the studio. Second time? First time. First time with this studio. Dave was in here. Hey, could you lower your phone, Dave?
Checking out some Instagram.
The first time Dave was in here, it was a total, completely separate studio. He was just sitting. It was just two of us in a room together with a small computer, and now we got a whole fat studio set up.
This is cool.
You like it?
I think so. Check it out. Rookie move. You see those little things that they have, the little circle? You need one of those, the little black screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have those. Everyone who's serious has those. Okay. And also, it's really fucking hot in here. You've done a really good job improving on the recommendations I gave you last time, or making the improvements. It's a much better layout. No, not that. I'll try that, but not that. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, that's cool. But I mean the little black circle disc that.
Oh, right. Okay.
Upgrade.
All right. And that's just for kind of to show, make it look like
visually.
I know what
it makes you look a little more
like,
professional.
hey, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
You like the intimacy of this?
I do. I like that I can see you this time. Last time you had a computer screen blocking you, and we were in the same room, but yet I still felt like we weren't in the same room.
And what about the height? That couch sinks low. And I swear to you, if you don't like that couch, I'll replace it. If you're okay with it, I'm keeping it.
No, I like it because I like to sink low and just chill. So I like it.
Yeah, vato.
This is my jam.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know about the pattern of the couch. Where'd you get this? At the local thrift store?
Hey. My mom gave that to me.
Okay. I'm not gonna get like bed bugs and shit, am I?
Maybe. I want to start with some gifts for you. First we have from Vindicate. Knew you were coming into the house, and so they've made you this.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it is nice, right?
That's super cool.
Yeah.
And thanks a lot, Vindicate. That's clean.
Yeah, and you'll use that, right?
We should do a collab.
Collab. There you go.
Yeah, I'll use it, of course.
Hey,
there's a delay.
Yeah, there's a delay. We're working on a few things.
Okay.
I didn't even think about this. Wad Zombie makes these playing cards.
Okay.
The newest one.
Are these all your sponsors? Vindicate, Wad Zombie. You're just doing this like.
No, these guys don't pay me at all.
Okay.
Well, this guy just paid me $4.99. This is Christine Kohlenbrander. It's Wad Zombie's newest card.
He sent me a bunch of boxes of this stuff.
Okay. Why not? Would you do a Dave Castro card?
No.
Why not?
Because.
How about a ranch card, a location card, the ranch, and a Madison card, and a Carson card, and a Dickies card?
I would entertain that.
You're not supposed to touch the card, and that's not the way it's.
This isn't like a Jose Canseco rookie card. You know what I mean?
The way it's supposed to go down. My goodness.
There you go.
Thank you, Christine Kohlenbrander, ladies and gentlemen, on the new card, and then. Also, I'd like to plug the olive oil.
Thank you.
Yeah. Haley used all of the bottle so small that she used all the oil in one meal.
No.
And
because she cooked with it. She used
or maybe 2 meals.
It's 2. That one's a 300 milliliter, I think.
And then I had her clean it off and fill it up with water.
And then recap it.
Yeah, kind of cool.
Yeah, very cool. Thank you.
Hey, you don't follow anyone on your Instagram, right?
On my big one, no.
Okay. I want to make an argument for you to follow someone for the next 21 days.
Who's that?
His name is Joe Neals. He's the owner of CrossFit Kenosha, and he has started a program that's called 30-30. I'd sent you one of his videos.
Oh, you did, yes.
And basically what he's doing is he is taking Don's word of wanting to increase the cult to 30 million, right? To an additional 30 million, or get it to 30 million. And how he's doing that is he's taking every day, he's making the effort to go out and recruit people. And I think if you follow his Instagram account as like some sort of like support, it's not it just would show tremendous support for the affiliates.
I think the effort, the thing he's doing. I watched the video you sent, the first video,
Mhm.
and I watched the first half of it. How he's going in and um, talking to people, telling them about CrossFit, getting them to basically sign up for a free intro on the spot. It's pretty cool. It's pretty aggressive. It's pretty unique, meaning like that style where super cool and I like what he's doing is definitely not for everyone, right?
No, no,
No,
no.
I know, and I know you're not suggesting that, nor is he. But like when I saw that, I was like, "That's really cool. Good for him. I could never do something like that." Um, try to sell in that way. Try to sell CrossFit to
Share his passion. He's an apostle.
yeah, he is spreading the word in a very powerful way that might prove to be very effective for him, and maybe he'll influence others like him to give it a shot. To give it a shot, and they might have some success too.
And what about this idea of really getting behind him and him being the one person you follow for the remainder of his 30-day project to really be like, yo, I really like this? Or do you think that even if you wanted to, that people be like, how come he didn't follow me? That's not fair. He's playing favorites. And the argument to that is, I think this transcends CrossFit Kenosha. I think this is like, on behalf of all the affiliates, on behalf of the community, he's growing people who will come into gyms.
I don't know if my account makes that much
Oh, it does.
like that has that much
It's
power,
symbolic.
influence,
If
sway.
nothing else, it's symbolic.
It's definitely symbolic, but to your point that you made a second ago, where does that end? Where does this stop? Every month, am I having a different cause or a different thing I have to follow to show support? When I start saying no, I can't say, "Hey, I've never done this." Like I could say that now.
Right.
Then
right.
I could say there. Then people will be like, "Well, you selected him, but you didn't
Mm,
select
mm,
me."
mm.
And like it's a snowball that'll just start
I don't think
gathering in mass as it
I
goes
hear
down
you.
the hill.
I don't think you should let the haters influence you
I'm
like
not
that.
letting the haters influence me. I'm letting the conversations I'll have to have in several months with other people when I say, "Hey, I don't really want to do that again, or I don't want to do that right now, or I don't want to do that with you. I did that with." Then I have to explain
What
myself.
if
I
Don
did that
asked you?
with
What if it
them.
wasn't just some chump down the street with a podcast in his backyard? What if Don asked you?
I'd say the same thing.
Oh,
I'd say the same argument that like, "Hey, it's just I don't want to have to say no to people down the road because I said yes to one occasion now."
okay.
But it is cool. I would like to help amplify him. I'd like to repost his stuff in his story. I'd like to share with my reach, my limited reach that I have. I'd like to share what he's doing.
So he could tag you.
Yeah, yeah. Anyone
Tag
can
away.
always tag me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Tag away. Bug you.
tag me. The thing about that account, and I'm not proud of this, but I mean, like, I was just looking at it right now because I was posting from in here, and I was looking at like a bunch of stuff from people, that tags and DMs, and they're all from like weeks. Like I hardly
Hmm.
check it, so I miss what people are hitting me with. So I'm not on that one on a daily basis. I should be. I should get on it more often, but I kind of I'm on my hunting one a lot. I'm on my hunting one on a daily basis, but that one I don't go too often.
It's chaos, kind of.
It's noise, it's loud, it's a lot, it's just busy. There's so much going on. I never check the comments on that one ever at all. Like I hardly look at the feed. If anything, I'm looking at what I like in the DMs, what I've been tagged in, or who's reached out to me. But and then for the most part, I mean, I guess I posted a few days ago. I posted the a clip from my week in review, but for the most part, I have a majority, probably 90% of the recent posts have been done by Christine from the
What about
games.
maybe a mention in your week in review? I'll retract to that. Maybe a mention in your week in review.
For sure. Hold on.
Okay.
I want to do something. I want to show you something.
You're gonna make a note.
Yeah. So
Mention
have
Joe
you used
Neal's
the
in the week in review?
Tasks app ever
No.
on your iPhone? There's this little tasks in the
No.
iPhone.
That's native to the
Yeah,
iPhone?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I've never seen that before.
It's great. And so I have my tasks, I have week in review, I have SAC items, I have post items, I have lecture, I have a bunch of different categories. I have books, words, stages, ammo stuff. So, anyways, I have a week in review stage. So, or a week in review column. And anytime I have a thing I want to talk about my week in review, I put it on there. So I'll write it on this, and that way I can be sure to talk about it in my week in review. Kenosha affiliate. Kenosha?
Yeah, Joe Neal's.
I'm fucking sweating.
Me too. Fucking hot in here. Hey, today's probably the hottest day ever at my house in the last 2 years, by the way, too.
Yeah.
Like 87 degrees or 97 degrees or whatever it is. Look at there's just sweat. You want a towel? I can summons Haley to bring us towel.
No, I'm good.
A rag or something?
No, I'm good.
It's good. It's like a sauna.
It is like a sauna. Take
Okay.
my shirt off in a minute.
That's nice. So that was you had done some other podcasts with like Jocko and Mike Ritalin, and you had made some comment on those podcasts that like you don't get the hard hitting questions. You're glad
I don't think it's Ritalin.
Whatever. I'm just telling you that you're missing the point of what I'm saying.
His name is Mike Ritalin. I went to Buds with him in '98, and Pat Sherwood. We were all three of us were in the same Buds class. Buds is the SEAL training. It's the 6-month course you go to when you want to become a SEAL. And we were all in class 215.
I'm sweating so much I feel like I'm talking to you underwater.
And
maybe that 90-inch TV being on doesn't help.
Generally speaking, I think you know this, but I'm going to say it anyways. I don't like doing podcasts. And if I am going to do them, that's kind of the reason I do the week in review, because instead of doing my own podcast, I have just a really short overview that I can talk for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and then just be done. I don't have to make it this big hour thing, hour and a half engagement. I know this is your life and you do this every day. So it's obviously different. We're in different realms or different periods and you're really good at this and I'm not. So point being, I don't like doing them. So if I am going to do them, I'm going to do them live when possible and with people that I am really interested in helping or supporting, or I think that they can help. In the Jocko case, that's a unique opportunity because it's Jocko and he's so big. In Ritlin's case, it's because we were old teammates and wanted to help him out and go on his show and shoot the shit. I just did recently do a Zoom one with a shooting guy named Tyler Hughes. He's a shooting coach. That one was really fun. Very little CrossFit talk. Oh, that's not true. We talked about CrossFit. We talked about the fitness of it, but we didn't talk about CrossFit. Like you talked to me about CrossFit. He talked to me about CrossFit.
And for people who don't know, I don't know when it was, and I think this is accurate, but Dave basically said, "Hey, I'm not doing any more streaming podcasts with you."
Yep.
And he's basically tried to put his foot down from day one. That's why the very first podcast I did with him, he came to my house, and then the second one I went out to the ranch, and he's basically said that. And in fairness, it's 51% of the reason why there's this killer studio today.
I don't need him. I don't feel like I feel like there's some people who just never say no. Like you see some of these guys on everything and always out there. You're different because this is your living. But I mean, like, I don't want to just feel like I always have to be relevant or to get my word out or to advance anything forward, that I always have to be out there on podcasts because I don't think I have to be. And so I don't want to be in that position either.
Right. Wad Zombie, did he get all the stains out of the couch? There were never any stains on that couch. It was in my mom's law firm. Fergie Show, is Dave going to sell CrossFit cemetery plots at the ranch? If so, I'm in. Wow.
Ooh, that's nuts.
Wow.
Done. Email me. TDC at CrossFitRanchPlots.com.
I have / Lucky Camera Straps from Australia. Always thank you for your support. Love the in-person studio, Sevi. Hey, Dave, if you would like a custom TDC leather rifle sling, I would love to make one for you.
Where's that? I was looking at some other comments. Say that one again. I wasn't paying attention.
Right there. He wants to make a leather rifle sling for you.
Oh yeah, I'd love it. Hit me up.
Yeah, hit him up. Do you know what that is?
A sling. It's a leather rifle sling.
Do you use it? Do you use slings?
Yeah. For my hunting guns.
Okay. Thank you for the money and interrupting the show. I love that. Thank you. Jeremy Eat World. Question for Dave. Why'd you go live on IG with a porn star today?
Who said that?
Jeremy Eat World. What's he talking about?
Oh, I went live with a Gabrielle Lyons this morning. She
the nutrition lady? The health lady?
Yes, the nutrition lady and health lady.
Oh.
And a good friend of ours who used to work for CrossFit, Karen Thompson.
Yep.
She mentioned, hey, would you like to go on IG live with Gabrielle Lyons? And I said, sure. And I don't know her. I don't know Gabrielle, but decided to do that and went on this morning with her, and we just shot the shit and talked about CrossFit and talked about fitness and talked about health. And she has a new book coming out. So we talked about her book. Hold on, let me see what the book was called.
This is her here.
Yep, that's her. And so
that's weird. I apologize. Jeremy must have had
you
me
don't
confused.
ever apologize.
The book I think is called Forever Strong.
Oh yeah, it is Forever Strong: A New Science-Based Strategy for Aging Well, by Dr. Gabrielle Lyon.
Oh, all right.
It was a fun interview, fun time.
I'm surprised you did that.
Did it for a friend.
How long were you on?
20, 25 minutes.
Wow.
It was quick.
Wow.
I had trouble logging on. I didn't know how to do it.
I hope that so far it has been difficult for you. I noticed how much you're sweating, and I didn't appreciate you saying it was easy to be interviewed by me. So I hope that this series of questions has been difficult for you.
They have been.
Okay, good. Okay, on to more important things. I was talking on the show the other day, and I'm sure I've talked about this. I'm sure I've talked about this subject with you before, years ago.
Oh, you are making money. Look at all those sponsors on the bottom of your screen. I've never watched your podcast, so
those are friends.
Those aren't friends. You're not putting. If they're friends, where is this?
Those are.
If you're friends, where is that?
That dude doesn't give me money.
Yeah, those do give you money.
Those are my friends that share their money with me. We're closer friends.
Wolverine, what's that?
This dude.
Oh, the toe spacers. The toe spacers. They hook you up.
Toe spacers.
You do them?
You want to put? Yeah, I do.
No,
you want to put these on during the show?
Good. No. If you put them on for me. California Hormones, Paper Street Cafe,
yes.
BIRTHFIT. Who's BIRTHFIT?
Lindsay, Lance Cantu's
oh, no way.
wife. Yeah.
Okay.
She's about to come on the podcast, share her birth experience. I was trying to think, like, there's this idea out there that I don't want to pick on the PFAA, but there's this idea about how we're going to grow CrossFit. Specifically, the athletes want to grow the games. They want to make more money. Don talks about there being more opportunity. And I was just thinking, and I'm like, wouldn't the games and the opportunities for games athletes grow at the same speed as the rest of the community? Is it like, if the affiliates went away, the games would go away? It would be like Florida Grid League. It would just turn into like just nothing, I'm guessing. And people have these ideas, break the games off. And I'm like, no, this thing is not existing without the 10,000 or 15,000 affiliates pouring their energy into it from the open to the closing ceremony. One, I'm wondering if you agree with me. And two, are there any athletes that exemplify this, that are like doing.com, are training in an affiliate, are doing the zone, are like...
Oh, I got a great one. So first of all,
does that
I mostly
exist?
agree
People
with
say
you.
it doesn't exist.
I mostly agree with you
Okay.
on everything you're saying there about, listen, the games aren't going to grow independent of everything else growing. At our points where things were growing and really good across seminars and across affiliates, the games are growing too. And like to use that silly analogy, a rising tide raises all ships. Same sort of concept here. We need a really strong affiliate community. We need a really strong trainer community, community of participants, community of those engaging for the games to grow and be successful. Growing that in isolation, I think is possible, but to a smaller degree. The bigger we grow the base, the more all of that's going to grow. I want to share this question.
Yeah, that's what I think. The roots of the tree.
They're absolutely the roots.
And
honestly, they're the most important roots. They're the most important part of the tree. This root system that we're talking about, being the affiliates and the trainers and the coaches and what they're doing in these 13,000 gyms. There's 13,000 gyms around the world that are every day changing the life of a single individual. And that's fucking powerful. You know what I mean? Like this guy here and the clients he works with, Souza, he has the opportunity every day to take an individual and give them a healthier life, a happier life, a maybe even a longer life. I don't want to say for sure a longer life, because I think all these studies that are based on longevity in life, I mean, we could go down a rabbit hole on how that's just bullshit. Anyways, how many new clients do you get a week?
On average?
Yeah.
Probably like a client a week, 2 clients a week if it's a good month.
Yeah, that's amazing. Listen to that. Like one person, if I could change the life of one person a week that comes into my gym, if I was running a gym like him, that's some pretty powerful and profound stuff. And that's happening across 13,000 gyms around the world. So there, that opportunity and turning every one of those single individuals into an ambassador for the methodology, an ambassador for the lifestyle, and getting their family members in. That's why the games exist. That's why the games matter. And that is what will propel the games to the next level. If you just focus on the games and lose track of the community and the affiliates and that aspect of changing an individual's life, we're misguided. And what I mean by that is some of these athletes these days are kind of, there was a phase, I've talked about this probably on this podcast before, but I've talked about this in other places where early on, these athletes like Froning, like Kalipa, even Thor's daughter, she's still like this, but she's kind of an outlier now in that this regard of what I'm going to say. We're all affiliate owners. They were all trainers. A lot of even those names I just mentioned there were all on seminar staff. Like they were really involved in the community. And then maybe the post Froning era into the Fraser era and into the current era, a lot of them didn't even come from affiliates. Majority of them are not trainers. Very few of them own affiliates or are trainers at affiliates. And like very few of them train in a box. So it's a different thing. It's becoming a different thing at the highest level. And now that's at the highest level. It's interesting because we look at that a lot and we talk about that a lot, that games and the highest level. But the foundation for this, and you said this, but you're not saying it this way, the foundation for all of this and the existence of it and what's allowed it to grow is fundamentally this community event that happens in March. So in March, we have a really large online event called The Open, where several 100,000 people from the CrossFit community come together and compete. Of that, 1.1% of them advance on to the games. Obviously, more advance to the semifinals and or quarterfinals, and then a very few advance to semifinals. I think we almost collectively focus too much on the smallest amount and the elite rather than continually looking at what the foundation of that is. Second point, what that all makes me think about. I got this text today.
I don't think that part's true, by the way. I disagree with you.
On which part?
I don't think we focus too much on the elite.
Oh, dude, all your fucking show is talking about you do shows on a regular basis just interviewing elite athletes.
But I do shows with affiliates. I do all sorts of shows.
What do you think about how much coverage do you give related to competition, not to the elite?
I'm just guessing.
None.
Oh, you mean competitors who aren't elite competitors?
Or yeah, just like, okay, so let's say all your competition space focus is on the elite because it's what moves the needle for engagement. It's the most entertaining piece, right?
It's what I'm interested in too.
But so
I'm not interested
exactly.
Yeah.
So, but my point there is, as it's so interesting, we all kind of lose focus on the back half or the base half, the beginning, the community aspect, the large amount that is the base of the pyramid for that going forward. What I mean by that, less on you, just using you as like you're focusing on the elite, but more on there is a missed opportunity that we need to correct and or fix and or address that gives a little more focus to the community throughout the season.
Give me, because I'm just making shit.
I don't know. I don't have the answer, but I will say this. More engagement opportunities for the community. Maybe it's more in-person stuff, more virtual. We've done more virtual stuff in the past. That hasn't really resonated, but experimenting with touch points for not the 1% after March. So we're engaging with the best in the world. I'm sorry, the whole community in March and April. And then when do we engage with them on a competition level again?
Okay.
Again.
I can watch Michael Jordan dunk 1,000 times, and I only want to watch the kid dunk next door one time.
But where you're watching Michael Jordan dunk, there's still several 100,000 kids in parks shooting and playing basketball,
Right.
that Nike's selling shoes to, that they're
Right.
selling jerseys to,
Right.
that they're working with,
Right.
that are playing high school basketball
Right.
competitively. My point is there's some ability to engage with our competition and our efforts
Mhm.
that are at every level and not just the elite level.
Okay, then I'll give you the solution to that I think.
Okay.
What I'm suggesting is the athletes need to be the ones who are engaging that part of the community if they want to do their part. They need to be engaging that part of the community. They need to be doing stuff at local affiliates. They need to be pumping up.
We're
telling,
both sweating like a lot.
they need to. I'm not sweating.
Yes, you are.
No.
Okay.
It's raining.
Someone said, Nicole Christensen. So
Okay.
CrossFit Roots, you know Nicole.
Yeah.
She sent me this text today.
Are you allowed to share this?
I asked her, I'm like, hey, could I share this text? I'm going on Sivon's podcast.
Oh, cool.
She said, sure. Excuse me.
You always do ask before you share a text.
Yeah, don't you?
Yeah, I tried to.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Name this CrossFit Games athlete. 1, does the zone, doesn't overconsume carbs, does 3x fat. 2, takes group classes. 4, this was her impression after being at this location and seeing him in action. Immersed in his affiliate with members like he's any other guy who's just paying his dues. 4, does 85% of main site workouts.
What percentage?
85%. Skips the pure strength days as he has a separate strength program. 5, does 3 on 1 off. No Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, rest Thursday, Friday. Rest Thursday, Friday, Saturday, rest Sunday. That's what I do. I do the 3 on, 1 off, 2 on. She's kind of taking a little jab at that. Maybe not a jab, but she's pointing that out. But anyways, who's that athlete?
Can I ask? Do I know them?
I think so.
Are they an individual?
Yes.
Individual athlete?
Yes.
Like in the top 40 in the world? Like they go to the game?
Look at, are these all the responses?
Oh, Adler, Ben Smith. Oh, maybe Ben Smith. Not Adler.
Ben Smith was my first choice. I said that to her and she said no.
It's a good guess. Why are they saying Adler? It's definitely not Adler. Stephen Plyler, they, them. God, this is a great show. I don't know, dude.
It's fucking Adler.
It is Adler?
It's Adler. She went out there for a course.
The fucking champ?
The champ. Let's re-say this again. So does the zone.
What the fuck?
Doesn't, and you did a podcast with him, right? And you didn't learn any of this?
No.
I contend that's because you talk too much and you don't listen. You don't actually give your guests time to speak.
That's not true. That's not true.
Does the zone.
How
Let's
dare
go
you
through
talk
this.
how dare you talk to me like that? The number one podcast in the space. You have any new feedback? That's the same feedback.
Self-proclaimed number one podcast.
That's the same
in the
feedback
space.
you give. That's the same feedback you give every show.
1, does the zone, doesn't overconsume carbs, does 3 times fat. Here's what's really cool about that. All you young up-and-comers, everyone who's an aspiring athlete or an aspiring games competitor, I don't think you have to be influenced by this significantly high carb consumption environment that is being really promoted right now amongst those athletes. So does the zone, doesn't overconsume carbs, does 3 times fat. So standard zone is 30, 40, 30, 30% protein, 30% fat, 40% carbohydrate, which is a moderate. It's a lower than traditionally prescribed carbohydrate protocol, even though it's of the 3 macronutrients, is still the largest quantity, but it's still lower than most Western diets. But he's also doing it at 3x fat. So he's consuming a significantly higher fat diet, moderate protein, and pretty much relative to what everyone else is doing, lower carb. Takes group classes, that's cool, and does 85% of main site workouts.
We should call this show "Doing a Podcast in a Sauna."
Yeah.
Hey, do you
You
like
kind
that?
of fucked this up.
Do you
Like you didn't test this?
dude? It is hot today. That's all it is. It's just hot. It's not like this, and it's not like this I've been here every day. It's not like this in the
It's
morning.
these little panels.
Those panels are definitely make it warmer.
Yes.
Hey, and look at, I even have a heater in here because in case it gets cold.
Unprecedented times today.
What do you think I should do to help it cool down? Just get an oscillating fan in here?
I mean, we just need to push through.
No, I don't mean for us. No, we're in it.
Yeah, we're in it to
How do you
win.
think I feel? I'm drinking a hot coffee. How hot is it? Tell people what temperature do you think it is in here right now? 80?
100.
I got you. Which woman have Haley bring you another sparkling water?
Yes.
Do
It
you-
says it's 83 in Santa Cruz right now.
yeah, but
So it's got to be 90, 95 in here.
yeah, and my house holds that heat. Hey, do you 805-264.
Do you want me to grab it?
No, it's okay. This is Haley. She wants to participate, I'm sure. She's doing nothing. She's just watching 3 kids.
Hey, Dave, wait, he summons your water. Can I ask you a question?
For sure.
Hello, you've reached Haley. Leave a message.
Yes.
Hey, you spoke earlier about buds. One of the things that I had the most like curiosity about was like, does any of that? How long does that carry on? Meaning, like, you went through that super hard thing. You must be feeling like on top of the world, like you could do anything.
Hold
Like-
on one sec. Hold on a second.
Yep.
Haley, can you bring Dave a sparkling water? Extra cold.
Couldn't you have just texted her?
Extra
Yeah,
cold.
but then I can't
Of
use the phone
course.
and show off. Okay, thank you. Have Avi bring it.
Okay.
Okay, bye. Okay, go ahead.
You know, like when like these people go to like a Tony Robbins like event and they get like super fired up to just like take on the world, and then that fades pretty quickly, right? But like in buds, you continue on with the training and everything else. Does that piece of you ever kind of like fade, or is it always inside?
Like someone bumps you and you're like, I could kill this motherfucker. Like you still got a little bit of that?
Or like you'll just go out and lay in the surf in the freezing cold and you could get yourself right back there pretty quickly.
No, I don't want to fucking do any of that. I hate the cold. I hate the water. No, here's the deal. I mean, like, I think it creates a unique tolerance to difficult situations and a unique perspective to take on challenges and overcome that you wouldn't have unless you've done something like that,
Mhm.
or you might not have, you might develop in another way. But I don't. I was pretty humble after it because you get to a team and you're like starting over and still dealing with a bunch of shit. And like, it doesn't, here's the best way to say it. It doesn't end there. The training never ends. It continues. It gets even at times more difficult. There were points where I looked back years later and said, I really see why it was so hard, because I think the things we're doing here are much harder or as hard. You can come over here.
You go give it to him.
Yeah. What's up? You didn't even give me a fist bump. Come over here, give me a high five.
Is that cold enough for you?
Yeah, that's cold enough. Come here, sit down, kid. Come here. Tell me about the podcast today. You did a podcast with your dad?
He's got to lean into the phone, into the mic.
Yeah, I did it yesterday.
You said something that was pretty cool. I've never heard anyone say that. Was that scripted or did he just say that on his own?
I just said it on my own.
You said something about technique and about say what you said.
No.
About progress.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you say about progress?
There's always room for more progress. Like, there's not this box and you can't fill it up. It keeps going on like numbers.
Like numbers. That
Yeah.
part was really cool. Why like
Yeah.
numbers? Because numbers, you said, keep going on too.
Yeah.
That's super cool. Maybe you should have him on as a guest and not me. Proud of you, buddy.
All right. Thank you. You
Hey.
good dude. I love you.
I'm going to take you to a Navy recruiter the moment you turn 17.
Would you like Dave to give you shooting lessons? Go ahead and ask him now.
Yeah. I would like Dave to give me shooting lessons.
Every Sunday
Yeah, every Sunday.
at the ranch?
Yeah.
I'll get you set up. We'll get going.
I shoot BB guns.
You do. I saw the little targets out there. We'll shoot big guns.
All right. Love you, buddy. Bye. Dude, you told me just today you were giving me advice. You're like, dude, never do a live show with him. That kid's capable of saying anything.
But I was
fucking sit him down in here. You had me
directed
tripping.
him. I
started
directed
sweating.
I directed him on exactly where to go with it.
All right. Okay, so-
That was what made him sweat. That was it.
Dave, make sure this $4.99 goes to you. Love your creative programming, and we are all happy to see you back helping with the CF Games. Jeff's Lift Bro, Girls Lift Bro, thank you. I appreciate it. Your symbol looks like a penis and balls, which is kind of weird, but it's supposed to be someone lifting weights. And you can't say we're glad to see you back. He's been back too long for that. That's
Hold on.
so.
That does not look like. Show this. Which camera's the best to show this?
What?
He's saying that symbol looks like penis and a ball.
No. His. Look at Lift Bro. His symbol.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah. Your symbol looks like cock and balls. And you can't say he's back. He's been back. He's back. He's like he's old again. He's like that shit's like if this was a party, all the helium balloons would be on the ground by now. Extra sloppy Dave. Who wins in a fight? Miss Danny Spiegel or Sevi? Seriously.
Spiegel.
No fucking way.
Tell me why.
No, I don't want. I don't want to get into talking about me beating up a girl, but there's no way she beats me up. No way. Dave is.
She's fitter.
Yeah.
She's more powerful.
Yep.
She's more coordinated.
Yep.
She's more athletic.
I don't know about that.
She's faster.
Yep. She's younger.
She's younger.
She's significantly more powerful.
She beat you up in a fight.
Dave, is HQ pushing towards a franchisee model with affiliates over the next 2 years, like NC Fit? I don't even know. I'm not sure I understand the question.
I don't understand what NC Fit's doing, but no, there's not going to be a franchisee model.
Oh, can you put the mic up closer?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see who else is giving money. Sevi used to do it with affiliates. I had an affiliate show 2 days ago. What do you mean used to? Dave Driscoll. Dave Castro just implied that you are friends. Eaton Beaver. Well, thank you. Okay. Hey, why did you call Doug?
So that's a great
Because
question.
Doug's a girl dog, right?
Was that your question or their question?
I don't want to talk about that. I didn't see it here on the list. I'll tell you that.
Okay. So we moved up here and we had our 2 dogs.
Mhm.
We had Poppy. Poppy's a little golden doodle. I thought we had Francis first. Francis is a Shepadoodle, German Shepherd and a doodle. He looks like a poodle, but he's protective like a German Shepherd. Cool dog, weird dog.
Weird. That dude's weird.
Really
I like him,
weird.
but he's weird.
He was abused from his previous owners, and we bought him from a breeder, but really we rescued him. The breeder.
You bought a rescue? You bought an abused dog?
Yes, we didn't realize it was abused, but so that dog's been a lot. Then and we thought we were buying a puppy. It wasn't a puppy. He was much older already. And so then eventually we got a golden doodle, which I don't think is really a doodle at all. It's just a golden something.
Yeah, it's just a golden.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a runt golden retriever. You just got like a shitty golden retriever, like a really small one.
Basically, yes.
Yeah.
And so had those in Carlsbad in San Diego when I was living there. Moved up here to the ranch. And I started I'm not living at the ranch, but moved up here to NorCal in 18. And I started going to the ranch every day, started shooting every day. I mean, I've been shooting, but like set up my shooting range, got into hunting here, and was doing all these outdoor things at the ranch. And I said, I need to have a dog with me at the ranch. I need a ranch dog. And so I tried bringing Poppy and Francis out to the ranch. And the first exposure, I took them to the top of the hill and I went to the shooting range. And they were fucking freaked out. They jumped in the car, were shaking. I took them outside of the car later, just tried hiking around the hills, terrified. City dogs.
The gunshots wrecked them.
The gunshots, the experience, the whole thing.
Yeah.
And so at that point, I was like, okay, this isn't going to work. These dogs aren't ranch dogs. I need to have my own dog. And so I told my wife that. I'm like, I need my own dog. And she's like, we can't have a third dog. And I'm like, well, this will be my dog. She'll go to the ranch or the dog will go to the ranch with me. And she said, okay, fine. But if you get a dog, I get to name the dog. I'm like, all right, cool. She goes, and the dog's name's going to be Doug. I'm like, great. Doug's the dog. Doug is the dog. We don't have the dog. We don't even have a fucking dog picked out, but Doug's the dog's name.
Wow.
And so
how did I never know this story? This is crazy.
There was a breeder that I had talked to when I was in San Diego who said he wanted to work with me on a dog, and it was a Dogo Argentino. And then at this time I was into pig hunting, and I was like, okay, we talked to that breeder, re-engaged with him. It's New World Dogo. And his name's Preston. I don't think he owns it anymore, but he did at the time. And then I'm like, hey, I want to do this with the Dogo. I want to get a Dogo. He's like, all right, I'll get you set up. And so he had a litter, and he was like, hey, I have the perfect one for you. I'm like, all right, great. And he's like, yep, she's this one in the litter. And I was like, oh shit. And I'm like, a female. And he's like, yep, she's great, got great temperament, just a really good dog. And I'm like, okay, cool. So we ended up with a female, Dogo Argentino. And I said, okay, I told you we could name him, you could name the dog, and you chose Doug. So her name is Doug.
Sorry, I'm picking up the card you started the show off by throwing. How's her temperament?
She's nuts.
She is nuts.
She's super protective.
What?
As she's aged, she's just become like the ranch is her place, and like she deals with people, and it seems like as time has gone on, has become less tolerant of like just everyone being around, everyone being in her space. Like she runs all around that ranch with me, and it's hers, you know. And so, and she's always by my side, and she's super protective of me. And so she looks really cute and nice on the gram, and people always comment and they want to see her. But I'm like, hey, if you see her at the ranch, just ignore her. She'll come up and sniff you, and she'll look at you, and she'll walk around. But when people reach down and pet her head, you just see her do this, and she like just goes off and does her own thing and looks at people funny. And so it's weird because it's not like I didn't socialize her. I did socialize her a lot.
Where does she live? Like, where does she sleep at night?
In her kennel at our house.
So I've been to your house. I don't know. I go to your house twice a year for some game of hot shot or whatever that game is we play.
Hot shot, knockout.
I never see her there.
Yeah, because I don't want to put her in a situation to where one of your little boys is poking her or picking at her face and she accidentally bites one. And so like that's where I'm at with
So
her.
it would be my boys poking and your dog accidentally biting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not my boy walking away and your dog attacking.
Exactly.
All right. But she's there. You're saying,
but I don't, regardless of what were to happen either direction.
Yeah.
I don't want to have that scenario be a possibility.
But she's there.
Yeah, she's there.
She doesn't sleep at the ranch.
No.
Yeah, I never even hear her bark when I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Did you see the video of her chasing up a bobcat up a tree?
No.
Yeah,
we
were walking, and it's on my TDC hunts.
Is it new?
Yeah, I put it up today.
We'll see it shortly.
Basically, we were walking at the ranch, and she takes off sprinting, and then she's in the trees, and I see something fucking run up the trees, and I'm like, holy shit! And I walk under, and I look, and it's fucking bobcat up there, just staring down at us.
Are you drawn?
No, I actually at that point didn't have a gun, so I'm like, hey, if this something happens, it's you, Doug. You gotta. Here's the thing about the bobcat.
Wow, dude, that cat's crazy. How often do you see bobcat up there?
It's first time ever in person. They pop on my camera. Watch the face when I zoom in. I'm gonna zoom in a minute.
I saw its face. He had it. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, watch. So I pulled my camera out after she'd already chased it up the tree, and then it actually, you know what's nuts? If I hadn't seen it run up the tree, I would have never seen the thing. Even after it ran up in the tree, I had to like look really hard, and I'm like, oh, there it is. And then I zoomed in the camera and watch the next clip that plays. You'll see its face.
It's basically blended in perfectly.
Yep, exactly.
Hey, dude, it looks like a little lion. That's not what I feel like I've seen bobcats. Maybe I haven't seen bobcats.
But look at, hold on. It's the next clip right here. Right.
I feel like I've seen bobcats, and that does not look like the ones I've seen.
And here's the crazy thing. Ready?
Yeah.
There's been 100 times, maybe even 1,000 times when we're walking around the ranch and she sprints off into the trees like that. And maybe look at the face. Look at the face.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Maybe half the time it's that. Maybe a quarter of the time, or maybe 5 times it's been the mountain lion, and the thing's just disappeared up there, and I've had no idea.
And it could just pounce you and smoke you.
Well, I think she's gonna go down in a blaze of glory, tangling with the mountain lion.
Your dog. You think Doug will?
Yeah, I think that's her destiny. I kind of be cool if that does happen.
Do you ever thought about getting a second one?
Yeah, but not her. I didn't get another dogo.
What would you get?
Something a little more chill. I mean, she's fucking powerful, big, a lot of energy. Like she's a protector. And I think I'd get something a little more friendly. She's friendly, but like still there's that edge, you know? Your dog snapped at me.
Today?
No, but last time we were
Oh,
here.
yeah, it's been a few.
Your dog's
Yeah.
130 pounds, 150 pounds.
Gentle giant. Extra sloppy. My favorite part about the games is participating in community workouts and watching red shirts deliver cap. I have been swayed. That's the best CF I've ever been exposed to. That's the bar for me. Doing workouts at the games. All right. Cool. All right. So be it. Jacqueline Robinson from Canada. Thanks for the awesome hospitality at Fitness Freedom event. Hopefully there will be another. You doing anything more with street parking at the ranch?
We haven't talked about it, but yeah, I would love to. If they're interested. Have you talked to Miranda or Julian lately?
I haven't. Dennis Olari. Dave, still
It seems like it's cooled off a little.
what? In here?
In here. Yeah. Do you feel that? You're still sweating.
I can't tell because I'm surrounded by
Heat lamps.
Dave Olari. Dave, still waiting for you to release programming. What's he talking about?
Oh man. I mean, like what everyone else is doing.
Oh, sell your programming?
Yeah.
In the past, it hasn't been an option for you. Is that?
I don't
anything
think it's an
changed?
option. I don't think I can do that well. I don't think I should do that. I mean, I wouldn't do that while I'm working for CrossFit.
Yeah.
I mean, if I should have started it when I was not working for CrossFit, and then when I came back, kind of had an exemption written in for having started it already, but I didn't do that. So I don't think, especially because I'm overseeing programming for CrossFit, programming the games, the cap stuff, the main site stuff, it's not appropriate. So can't do that right now.
If there are workouts, you're overseeing it.
If there are workouts, what?
Period.
Yeah.
If there are workouts, you're overseeing it.
Yeah.
.com.
Yeah.
Cap.
Yeah.
Games.
Yeah.
Semifinals.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
The programming at the ranch for the team.
Yeah. So the program for the ranch, the team, I put that all on.
Okay. I want to ask you some questions. I want to end with that. Don't let me forget. I want to come back to that. I want to talk to you about 3 things about programming. The first thing is the guest programming you have.
Yeah.
You went first.
Mhm.
So people did get some of your programming.
Yeah. Through CrossFit, which is appropriate.
Adler did 85% of it. Did you do any strength training during that week? Or 2
Yeah, I
weeks?
think I had some snatching and some squats.
You like Adler more now, huh?
Oh, he's a good dude.
Yeah, I like him more now too. Yeah. Give a little home cooking maybe.
You need to get him on the show and discuss those things with him.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Or Carolyn Lambre.
Yeah, either or
Yes,
both.
coach. She talks good.
Yeah.
She speaks English.
Good.
He's
Is he hard to have a show with?
no, I'm just mostly just trolling him right now. No, he's great. He's
Okay.
great. I can't tell if have you ever hung out with him? He's either got a really dry sense of humor or no sense of humor.
I think, well, a little at the 2020 games, because those were so small.
Mhm.
Like I spent a little time with him, and I just remember him being like really intense and really focused. And even then, like they both said, "Hey, we're gonna win this thing," and not there, but eventually.
Yeah.
And obviously they did, but they were really confident. They were really confident in his abilities. He is like super well rounded, obviously.
Yeah. And he's cool. He was cool as shit. He's a great guest.
Yeah.
Okay. So then Adrian goes, who's going now? Who's doing it now?
Who's doing what?
The programming now for .com.
Adrian went, and then Kara was.
Kara who?
Hipskin.
She was?
Yeah, she was the
No
one
shit.
behind the programming. Yep.
Wow.
She did a good job.
So for those of you who don't know, the guy who programmed the longest on .com was formerly Kara's boss for the longest time.
Leaf.
Yeah. And so she was
I
intimate.
don't know if he programmed longer than Greg and Lauren did.
Yeah, for sure.
No, not for sure.
For sure.
Not for sure.
Close.
Greg and Lauren programmed from 01
Okay.
to call it when? 11, 12?
10,
Call it 10.
8, 9. I don't know.
Call it 11. So 10 years. They programmed for a decade.
Okay. All right.
See what I mean?
Close. As long.
Close.
Yeah.
Close.
The most seasoned outside of Greg
For sure.
and Lauren.
Yep. At doing that.
I stand corrected. And his second in charge, who reported directly to him and who worked very closely with him every single day, sat in the same building, was Kara Hipskin. Whose idea was that to choose Kara?
As that all went down with Leaf, she kind of asked for it and stepped into it.
No. Oh, but who decided that it would? Oh, she had been doing it prior to you stepping in.
Yes.
So it went you, Adrian, and then back to Kara.
Oh, yeah. Kara's been doing
Oh,
it, is my
okay,
point.
okay. Oh, that's in good hands. Okay, well,
So
shit.
Kara's been
Okay.
the one, like the transition from Leaf.
Okay.
It was then to Kara, but that
Yeah.
part's not public. I want that to be more forward facing. I want anyone who's programming for main site to be forward facing.
You know, she's running a successful affiliate in Santa Cruz now.
Yeah. Do you remember like when you guys were making videos and I'm like really big on attribution. And you guys, Tony, remember this? Tony was not.
I had forgotten, but I love it how you're remembering how great you've been to me in my life. Yes.
Tony was like, hey, none of these videos should have any attribution.
Yep.
And I fucking went to war with Greg and Tony for you and the team. And
That changed my life. That changed my life.
And I said, hey, all of these guys, every piece we make, every written piece, every video piece, stop not giving credit to where credit's due.
Right.
Let the video say who made it.
Hey, that was
And then,
before social
honestly,
media too. That was before social media.
Yeah, it was before social media, and then people could have favorites, and people could see style, and people could see different.
Why do you think they didn't want to give attribution in the early days? They were afraid it would go to people's head, or
Yeah, I think it was
get too
because of
much
you. I
power?
think they didn't want to give people like you attention, or
Yeah.
give the, and then you hear that kind of talk a lot, like not giving attribution because what if that person leaves?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We made
Yeah.
them big. I mean,
Yeah.
I imagine the same thing has been said about me 100 times.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So I think
Hey,
that was a lot of it.
and then they brought you back because of that.
Huh.
Okay. Okay. So now I want to. So who's going to do it next? Who's deciding who does it? Will there be more? So I was making this assumption that every 2 weeks it was going to change for now until eternity. That's not it.
So
we could have guest people and then we'll go back.
Yeah,
and guest.
every 2 weeks it's a guest for 2 weeks and back to us.
Okay.
And even when it's us, I think we should be saying who it is.
Okay.
The guest for 2 weeks, then us.
Okay.
Guest for 2 weeks, then us.
Mhm.
I shouldn't scoop who it's going to be.
Okay. That's
So
fine.
yeah, it'll come out I think Monday. But it's gonna be someone cool.
And what are the and it's known as soon as you see the program, then you see their name under it. That's how you find out.
Actually, it says it. Pull it up. It says it. Can you or is it?
Yeah.
It says it at the top. Guest programmer.
Oh, okay. And but I mean, that's when people will find out. On Monday, everyone finds out together when they see the workout.
Well, they introduce them. They say like new guest programmer.
Okay, let me see. Scroll down. I don't see guest programmer there. Do you?
Mm-mm.
Oh, because it's not a guest programmer now.
Oh,
Because
okay.
it's currently not. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if on this page it will. Yeah, that's good. Keep going. Let's look.
And how do you choose the person who's going to do the programming, and who chooses?
The CAP team, programming team, kind of led by Sarah Hopping Estrella. Right now, she makes recommendations and suggests, hey, how about, and we're taking recommendations from anyone. Some people have emailed and asked to do it. And so it's super, here's the deal with this whole thing.
Yeah.
Super informal and not laid out with clear cut, here's how it works and here's how we're doing it. It was one of these things where I'm like, hey, fucking
Launch.
let's make it happen.
Yep.
Yeah. And we'll figure it out as it goes because it's so, they're so low risk and so low. Like we didn't need to have people were talking about, well, what are going to be the standard operating doc on how they're supposed to program and what they're like how relative to how we do. And I'm like, none of that matters. Let's just we'll get it going. And this is one of those things that has so less risk to it that we're approving it all. We're looking at it all. So the process we'll figure out as we go.
And I like that. So is there hope for anyone who would want to do it? If there's some affiliate out there who's like, oh my God, it's my dream to be on there. There is a chance in hell.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
I mean, 52
Not
weeks.
that
in a-
informal. It's not that
52
informal.
weeks in a year. Like there's only a limited number of space. There's 13,000 affiliates. So it's not like any affiliate.
I know, but you could be like, hey, it's only people who are on the payroll.
26,
You could be
26 opportunities.
10-year affiliates.
There's
there you go.
Several,
There you
okay,
go.
even amongst
There
if
you
we
go,
only
Susan.
selected 10-year affiliates, there's still several hundred. There's almost 1,000 10-year affiliates. So to get even if
But I mean, even one. Like, is there,
oh
is
yeah,
there
yeah,
a chance
for
in hell?
one,
There's
yes,
a chance in hell.
absolutely.
Okay, that's what I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
So there is a chance in hell.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's only going to be 12 programmers a year because the other something like that.
No,
Yes.
it's more than that too. It's
12 guests. There's only 12
yeah,
months.
yeah,
in
you're
every
right.
month basically. Más o menos.
Yep.
Karina Rain.
Who?
Karina Rain. This post. I need to show you who this chick's boyfriend or husband is.
Why?
Because you know who it is. He's someone famous. He's been on the show. You'll like his job a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Have you talked about aliens anywhere?
You really like his job. Dave, have you talked about aliens anywhere? If not, will you touch on the topic? Yeah, what's your deal with that? Are you doing any
Being Mexican, I don't think I should talk about immigration.
Immigration.
I know that's not what you're mentioning. No, I don't like.
You're at the ranch a lot at night.
Mhm.
You go hunting a lot at night.
Mhm.
You spend a lot of time outdoors at night, a lot more than probably most people know.
Correct.
I know. It's a fucking lot. You never seen any aliens?
Nope, never
If
seen
you
any
did, would you
aliens.
tell
Look,
us?
hey, I have trouble seeing. Not trouble. I've never seen
Anything at night?
I've never seen the mountain lion that lives on our ranch ever during the day, much less at night. So what are the chances if I can't see a fucking mountain lion that lives on our ranch, I'm gonna see an alien?
Right. You're not seeing, right. UFOs like the
Yeah, it's so like, hey,
okay.
do I think they exist? Maybe. Do I think they're watching us and plotting any world domination? No, not at all. I don't know. I don't care enough.
Okay. No, it's not on your radar. Great question, though. I like it. Barry McCockiner. Is it true affiliate fees are, oh, it's a crazy way to ask the question. Is it true affiliate fees are increasing? And if so, how much? I think people get their questions answered for free on YouTube. And here they got to pay. My model is way better than
paying
yours.
you to ask these questions.
Yeah. Look at there.
No, I should be getting some of this money then.
I'll take you out to dinner. I'll take you out to dinner. Yeah. I'll take you out to dinner. Bring Dawn.
I paid for dinner tonight, and I should have had you. You did pull your card out, and I said, no, I got this.
And the only reason why I let you is because there was an affiliate here.
And I didn't even use the company card, even while I'm having dinner with an affiliate.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I used my personal card.
That's crazy. Do you want to field this question? Can you talk about affiliate fees?
Let's go on.
Okay. Eric Utley, who would win in a standoff, Doug or the Bobcat?
I think Doug. So the Bobcat's probably 50, 60, 70 pounds. Doug's 100, 110 pounds. The mountain lion's zero chance. The mountain lion's going to kill her. Although in Argentina, the stories are that they use dogos to fight the mountain lions, especially old school. I don't know if I buy that, or maybe just much bigger dogos than her, because the mountain lion, it's like, I think 150, 200. It's like almost double her size. And so like, I think she has no chance against the mountain lion.
And it's a professional full-time killer.
Yeah, exactly.
Full-time.
Yeah. It kills to eat. Doug gets fed raw food, but she doesn't kill it to eat it. Although, did I tell you that time? Did you see that time? I think I showed you the video. We were out there hiking, and she runs off into the bushes, and I'm like, I have a recall device. I have a remote control. She has a collar. I hit a button. It has an audible noise. She hears the noise, and she comes returning to me. If she doesn't return, or if she's doing anything naughty, it has another button where you can hit the button, and it gives her a little shock. She ran off into the bushes and disappeared. I'm hitting the recall, just the audible. She's not returning. I see her doing something. And then I gave her a little shock. She still didn't come over. And so I'm like, all right, I got to check this out. I go through the bushes and I get up there, and the freshest dead deer that is half eaten, she's just going to town on. She is now eating it. It's a deer that had probably been killed within the last hour. And I don't know if as we walked up on it, the mountain lion, which most likely killed it, heard us and sprinted off, and then she ran and started eating it. I don't know what happened obviously before that,
right?
But she was primal and going to town on that thing, covered in blood, and just
did she snarl at you?
She didn't snarl at me, no, but she was definitely enjoying that moment.
Wow. And
that
what do you do?
video's on there. You could find that here. I'll find that video.
Hey, and what do you do when that happens? Do you just start looking around for the Bobcat? I mean, for the mountain lion?
Then it's like quick, like, yeah, I'm on total watch for like
whatever killed this thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, would not want any branches over my head. For people who don't know, mountain lions are like real around here. Like you can go on our home or what's that neighborhood? What's the neighborhood app? And there's always someone posting a picture, always, of a mountain lion they saw on their front porch or some shit. Like they're here.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy about that too is what's nuts is like in these rural areas, it seems like the mountain lions are seen way more on cameras around houses, and like because the ranch is so big and the property behind it is so large, like they've popped on my cameras a few times, but I've never seen it like close to the houses or just in general.
When it get the one year we were here where there was no rain one year, the coyotes came really low. We had coyotes every night, nuts, huge packs of them. Now, when there's good rain, we don't hear them we're not going to hear them for a couple of years now. We had so much rain. What do you think? Most rain you ever seen in California this year?
Yeah, for sure.
In your life? Yeah, me too.
Yeah, for sure.
Jared Ellis, $9.99. Dave Castro.
That's a lot of money.
Thanks for your WIRs.
Yeah, buddy.
What's that?
Thank you. What's that? You do a review of my weekend review.
Oh,
now.
weekend reviews. Oh, yeah. How genius is that?
I found that video, Dave. It's up on screen.
How amazing is that, Dave? That I'm the goal is just to review your review before people get to watch it, so I get your views. That's good, right?
I didn't know.
Yeah. Hey, that's
Look at
gnarly.
look at that.
Yeah, that's gnarly.
Look at how happy she is. And so she eats
Ooh.
raw. So when I feed her raw hamburger, chicken bone. Look at she's just going to town.
Hey, that's just
Look at
that's
how
just
pink
the front legs and back legs are left. The whole torso and head are gone.
Yeah. Yep. Look at that.
Wow.
Pretty cool. Huh? She looked at me and then just went to town. She's like, "Hey, I'm good. Let me do my thing."
Hey, so that cat tore that off and took it back to its litter or something?
I don't know what happened.
That's crazy how well the torso's ripped out. Hey, a lot of flies there or no? Just
No,
too fresh for the kill.
It's too fresh. Yeah.
Woo. Dave, thanks for your weekend reviews. Your direct, high-value communication is not only great for the sport. I've used your videos to teach my staff on word equity, saying more with less. Come to Golden Bear Games in Sac. What's Golden Bear Games?
Okay, I don't know. I'd love to go if it's in Sacramento. Susan, do you know?
What about that competition?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's been going on for a while. If it's the same one I'm thinking about, I think it's at the high school.
Shoot me a note. I'll try to get out there. Read his comment again. I want to hear that one more
Golden
time.
Bear Games. He's basically saying you know how to say shit with it. Golden Bear Games 2000. Okay, well, he pulls that up. I'll do this. Dave, thanks for your weekend review. Your direct, high-value communication is not only great for the sport. I've used your videos to teach my staff on word equity, saying more with less.
So saying more, even as verbose as I can be, saying more with less is something that I very much try to pride myself on and try to encourage my staff to take those principles on. I think often people communicate via email or Zoom or presentations with way too much info or way too much needless context. So even though I don't think the weekend reviews are as short as they could be, sometimes even when they're 15 or 20 minutes long, I think I've talked for too long. I do think about that a lot in my style of communication, just trying to get the most important and powerful pieces across and leaving out a lot of the fluff.
Well, it's crazy that someone's using it to
Looks like it's November 11th.
It's this gym, CrossFit 916. Get fit, make
Ooh,
friends.
I'm hot again. It's hot.
Hey, I want to show you something. Oh, this is good. This is so good. Look at. Should we report?
This is a great.
Should we report them? They don't
have
a link to the journal on their homepage. Isn't that a requirement to be an affiliate?
This
the fuck is going on
this
here?
quote? Have you heard this quote by Mark Twain? This is great. Ready? I didn't have time to write a short letter, so I wrote a long one instead. Think about that. Think how powerful that is. I didn't have, you know why? Because to write a short letter or to write a short email or to do anything short and concise is more difficult than just spewing at the mouth and putting all your thoughts out there. And so that's like when writing emails, when doing presentations, people way over bias towards mass amounts of information rather than just consolidating it to the most powerful parts. I didn't have time to write a short letter, so I wrote a long one instead. That's fucking great. That's a beautiful quote.
Most people would say to you, dude, I fucking get it, but I didn't get it until you explained it. So I didn't. Hey, so the other day I just typed into to just write into the URL. I just typed in CrossFit Heaven. Let's see what we get. and there's a gym called CrossFit Heaven.
Hey, but even that concept that just this Twain thing,
Yeah.
it applies to fucking podcasts and it applies to all of you guys who just keep going on and on and on and on. Sorry, go on.
and I came over to this URL, and it's CrossFit Heaven, right? And it's a gym, and it's in Denmark. CrossFit Heaven. You know, heaven, that's like where you go when you're dead and God is hanging out.
And it might mean something different in their language.
Fair. Okay, so I scroll down here, and there's a link, CrossFit Journal.
Okay.
And I click on that shit. Boom. And it takes me to the journal.
Damn. That's powerful.
This is a powerful tool
You just use my word.
that is not being utilized by CrossFit Inc. This is a huge miss. And then look what video it is. Killing the Fat Man season 2. That's sitting on the homepage. And then you click on it.
Hey, you got to switch it on the share screen.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Thank you. And then you click on it, and it takes you to it.
Was that the last post on it?
No, no, that couldn't be. Yeah, it's a great
December 23rd,
tool.
2008. It's close to one of the last posts on it, dude, because that's when all the shit went sideways. On Jan 1, 2019 is basically when media got shut down. So there's a new CMO there, right?
Yep.
Did you give my number? Does he want me to consult? Does he want to consult with me?
Yeah, his people will contact your people.
Thank you. How is he? Is he better at his job
He's
than
great.
I was?
He's good.
He's good.
I like him.
Let him know. I'm here to support.
You want to support?
I'm here to support.
Maybe you are supporting. You're supporting in your own unique way.
Yeah. Stay away. Don't let me support. Okay. That's a good line. Thank you for the Mark Twight quote. That's really cool.
Twain, motherfucker. Twain.
Yeah, right, sorry. Bernie Gannon, $5. Dave,
I'm sweating my ass off.
would you want another water?
Yeah, tell your little man.
Want another water?
Your little man.
Do you have to pee?
No. Tell your little man I want a water.
I am going to, but do you need to pee? Like, is it going to be too much for you?
No, I'm good. Are you calling? Just text.
Hey, he's like the trolley car, Mr. Rogers, when he comes in. You know what I mean? Everyone gets excited. Remember that as a little kid, the trolley car comes in, and you're like, here comes the trolley car.
Yo.
Hey, can you please send the little man with another water, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
When
Okay.
I call, babe, and it's the show phone number, you can't keep washing dishes or whatever you're doing. Okay.
Don't call me.
Okay. Bye. Fair. Bernie Gannon, Dave, have you considered? Dave, this is for you.
I'm listening.
This is $5. Have you considered revisiting the softball throw? Oh, geez. Oh, I can't tell if this is satire, if he's taking a jab at you, dude. Dave, have you considered revisiting the softball throw at the games? Only this time baseball into a bucket at 23 paces. Wow, all the elites are doing it. Wow. Bernie, I love you. Do you know
I don't get it.
Okay. I made a video the other day where I walked out 60 feet from a bucket and I grabbed a baseball, and first throw, I hit the bucket.
Oh, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, thank you. Just one throw, no practice, hadn't thrown. I was just letting people know, like, hey, I have crazy focus. I can throw, and I can throw a grape into a piece of PVC from 100 feet.
This was a couple days ago. That's that bobcat at 10 a.m. in front of the well.
Oh, it looks like an ice bath. You got a new well?
No, it's just it's a trough. That's water trough. That's
Yeah.
what ice baths typically are.
Let me see that.
In front of it, look in front of it
Yeah.
is the bobcat.
Yeah.
Daylight.
Yeah, it looks big.
Yeah, it is big.
That doesn't play well on a podcast.
That's why I'm showing you.
I appreciate you giving me advice on talking more or less or whatever it was, but that doesn't play well. Okay. What about throwing something? What about throwing an object?
God, I'm gonna have to shower when I get home. That sucks.
And I want to ask you about your what you do to prepare for your weekend reviews. What about a throw? Would you ever do throwing again?
I don't think so. So the throw, I think the throw in like a one-off event or something like the Tahoe Throwdown or
Yeah.
something like the Team Proven versus Mayhem versus HWPO that we're organizing,
Yeah.
something like that would be fun and cool to do. But you know why that happened? I mean, that year Greg was like, hey, I want him to throw. I want them to throw a softball as far as they can. And what he actually wanted them to do was, he said, I want them to throw strong arm and I want them to throw weak arm. And I was kind of like, and that was the peak of like us getting clowned by people in the community and like outside the community.
No, they're still.
I know,
they're
but
still
that
clowning.
was like, that was the peak of, not the peak, but that was like, there was momentum and there was a lot of haters and a lot of people criticizing us. And here's the thing. I knew with throwing with one arm how poorly they were going to throw with their strong arm, much less then also asking them to do the same thing with their weak side arm. So what we ended up doing was a compromise that I didn't tell Greg. So basically, I made the executive call. Cool, we'll include the throw, but I didn't tell him. But we're not going to include the weak side because I just could imagine all the spoofs that would have came up from that. And I mean, that was like one of
So everyone got to throw with one arm, whatever they wanted.
their strong arm. Yeah.
Okay.
That was like one of 3 or 4 things ever that Greg asked to put in the games.
And you would never do throwing again.
What's up, big man? Give us some pearls of wisdom.
No, I'm leaving.
He said, "Oh, see, keep it short." Thank you, Abby.
That was he listened.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Would you not do throwing because you're vindictive and resentful of the past experience, or you just don't think it's a good test for the games for CrossFit?
I think it's a great test of athleticism, or specifically of throwing a ball. I think you'd be very athletic at other things and maybe not throw a baseball that well. But I don't think, in terms of what we're asking these guys to train for and asking them how to prepare, I don't think it's appropriate. But again, at any of these other events, not semifinals, at any of these other events where we're not testing for the fittest alive, they're fine. It's cool. It's fun.
Dan Guerrero, thank you for your money. Okay, next question. Yolana.
Oh, I have heard of that dude. I remember him from back in the day.
This guy?
No. Rambler. Whoever Rambler is talking about. He used to be a big
Who's
shit
Rambler?
talker.
Who's Rambler talking about?
Have you heard of Elgin Intensity? Back in the day, that guy used to be a big hater.
Oh, that sounds familiar. Susan, will you close the door?
Yeah.
Thank you. Dave, what's the value in affiliating? Why not spend the money on equipment instead?
Well, I think there's a lot of value in affiliating in terms of being associated with a brand this large and influential and significant in the community in terms of its impact and what it can do for society. Meaning you can do this on your own without using the name or without affiliating, or you can be part of a community of 13,000 gyms like-minded and contribute in a arm-in-arm way. And so there's that side of it that's kind of more I don't want to say esoteric, but more idealistic, like doing it because you're doing CrossFit for one. I mean, like, there's that aspect. If you are following CrossFit and having CrossFit for your people, there's the aspect of actually engaging and labeling yourself a CrossFit gym because you're doing CrossFit. But you put that aside. But being associated with this great community of like-minded individuals that are all steering in the same direction with the goal to make individuals better, their gym better, their community better, and ultimately the world a better place is a powerful thing and something that is worth associating with and being in line with.
Dave Driscoll said I asked him the same question. He said, "Hey, I want to be part of the club."
Yeah, I mean, that's one way of saying what I'm saying.
But there is a whole other list of like, and
there's things.
There's a list of superficial things you get, right?
Oh,
like
yeah. There's
use
stuff,
of the name,
yeah,
some
there's
programming,
use of the name, cap programming is including affiliation. There's affiliate partner. There's a lot of things that come with it,
right?
And there will always be, and they're doing more, and they're building more out of it. But there need, for my reasons to do it, if I were to do it, or what I think why people should do it, those are all great and all nice to haves. Those aren't the difference for doing it. And if they're the difference for doing it, we've done a really poor job. You know what I mean? Like, you have to want to be with us and associate with us and believe in us to steer the ship in a direction that is powerful and impactful on the world.
When someone affiliates to be a open a McDonald's,
Franchise.
right? But let's just say there is no difference, just for the sake of it, right?
Okay.
I wonder how much that is. It's probably like $500,000,
Probably a lot.
right? And what you're getting is you're getting with that a name that means that everyone who comes to your restaurant knows that they're going to get a burger that tastes exactly the same for a certain price at a window with pretty much this one kind of service.
Yep.
Right. And what you get from CrossFit is, you know, you're going to go somewhere where there's going to be someone there to teach you the most potent lifestyle methodology with like-minded people on the planet today. That's what I believe.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, I know that.
Yep.
I mean, I'm open to someone proving me wrong, but like for me, it's like
the methodology is
like bringing
incredibly
people to tears.
powerful.
Shit, yeah.
And obviously and effective. And if it didn't deliver the most, if it didn't deliver the results that it does, we wouldn't be here where we are 20 years later.
Right.
You know,
Right.
you and I,
Right.
CrossFit the brand,
Right.
13,000 gyms still.
Right.
It is only at this point, and it is only still in its existence because at a fundamental level, the methodology is that powerful.
So you pay this money, you get to put the name on there, and then people know, oh shit, that's what my crazy friend does, who their whole fucking life changed. They got a new boyfriend, a new job, they got a good body, and they're so fun. And they've met.
Look at
right?
let me.
I mean, that's what you're
let me-
paying for. Same thing that people pay for McDonald's, but just different shit. But
Let
it's really the image and what's guaranteed with what you're going to get at the place. Now, people might be like, well, there's shitty CrossFit gyms. Well, who cares? There's shitty McDonald's too. There's McDonald's where you get your car broken into every time you park there. Pissing me off. I don't know when we get wind up because I have a beef with Dan anyway.
There was a phase when if you wanted to do this style of training, the only way to find it was via a CrossFit gym, meaning you weren't going to find other gyms to do this easily. Then there was a period where a lot of these gyms who had been around for a number of years and as CrossFit gyms had built up their own communities, had a lot of members, had their own following, and realized, you know what? Maybe I don't need the name and I could still thrive. And so it became easier for them to just move on without the name. It doesn't affect their local community as much. And then functional fitness started becoming, because of our efforts, more common, more popular. And really it became less of, okay, to do this style of training, CrossFit gyms aren't my only option. There's also probably another gym in the community that maybe once was a CrossFit gym, or maybe is not anymore, or maybe is their own gym. And so the options became a little more, the options to go to non-affiliates opened up a little. Still, all that being said, I believe, and there still is a tremendous amount of value in having the CrossFit name associated with your gym in terms of people searching, in terms of people looking for this type of training, in terms of people knowing they're going to a like-minded community and going to somewhere where they can train the way they like to train or want to train.
It helps that you're there. You're cool as shit. People want to be part of a club that has cool kids in it. Yolana, Dave, passed my L3 this week.
Congratulations.
See that? See how I paused so that you could see that synchronicity?
You don't often do that.
Dave, passed my L3 this week.
That's it?
Was weird doing an exam that you get no feedback on. Areas for improvement. Ooh, I like that. Oh, and Dave's big on feedback, so this is going to be good. When CF had a big focus on giving feedback. Oh, yeah, you agree with that. Yeah, what's up? No feedback on the level 3? Oh, but you passed. What feedback does she need?
Yeah, exactly. So the CF is the level 3 is a certification that's certified by ANSI, American National Standard Institute. It's an official certification. The level 1 is not a certification. The level 1 is a certificate course. A certificate course can have education associated with it, and it's an ANSI certified, or it's an ANSI certificate course. Anything that has education with it cannot be in this world a certification. So it's a certificate course, the level 1. Education component, test at the end, certificate course. Everyone out there, everyone else in fitness, everyone offering weightlifting seminars, anyone offering any type of seminar where they're saying certification, weightlifting certification, this certification, that certification, they're all fucking wrong. They're all wrong by industry standards. They're not certifications. The only way you can have a true certified certification is if it's an independent test, a standalone test that measures subject matter expertise. That's what the level 3 is. It's a test independent of and isolated of any education that anyone can take. You don't even actually need your level 1 or level 2 to go through a level 3. There is a requirement to have proved training hours for a lot of training hours to go this route, but you can take the level 3 with no other requirements. It's the same thing.
Has anyone done that yet?
Like 1 or 2 people. Yeah, and I don't remember how they did it.
Smooth. Smooth.
Because to be able to prove subject matter expertise in the certification world, they don't want to tie it to any training because you might have found it by another path.
Yeah.
And so
Oh.
via that is why there's no feedback to it, because we're doing it strictly by the rules, their rules. That being said, like the bar exam, you don't even have to go to law school to take the bar exam. Did you know that?
No, maybe I did. Maybe I've heard you say that.
Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, you can take the bar exam without ever having gone to law school, pass the bar. So that was a long-winded way to answer.
Fuck you and your feedback.
Yeah.
Hey, but here's the thing. You don't even they don't even know which ones they got wrong, right? Because the test is so well protected.
Yeah, correct.
And that's really what it comes down to. They can't ask for their test and then study the ones they got wrong.
Correct.
I wonder if there's some loophole there where you could give the people who passed the test.
Well, I don't know, actually. I don't know if we give them any feedback on what they pass. I have to
someone could then accumulate all the questions.
Yeah, we definitely wouldn't tell them. I think there might be something. There's subsections. I think it might tell you, hey, in this section, you scored this percentage right and wrong. But there's no way we're telling them the questions.
It is a valid question. It is a fair question. It'd be cool if there was a way to get feedback, right?
Especially if you passed. I don't know.
Well, you were never eaten by a bobcat or a mountain lion, but it sure as fuck would be good to know if they would have been in the tree the whole time.
I don't see how that connects. Do you?
Just knowledge,
it's a stretch.
Feedback.
Okay.
Hey Dave, Hey Dave, who makes the rifle scope? Who makes the rifle scope?
They meant to say the best rifle scope. They
Oh,
corrected themselves in a later one.
Oh, okay. Who makes the best rifle scope?
It depends on what the purpose is. I mean, you can go for like $500 scopes that'll get things done, all the way to $5,000 scopes. There's a ton of different brands out there. Depends on what you want to use it for. But I mean, like the big brands make really good scopes that probably will fit your needs. Leopold, Night Force, Vortex, all of those guys make good scopes that you could use. Start with Leopold.
Leopold it is. Extra sloppy, $4.99. The best part isn't simply working out at the games. It was the delivery of the programming that was so exceptional and unexpected. It was eye-opening. Oh, meaning by the staff. He's talking about in the affiliate area with the cap programming.
Okay. I think you read that one already.
They like the delivery. I think it's a follow-up.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Now we're talking. $49.99. Dave, will you take my daughter on a date?
Where's that one?
$49.99. Dave, Fernando, Pimp, no, PMI Premium Services. Damn, it's been a while, Fernando. I think this guy's a real estate agent.
Okay.
Cool properties. Dave, thank you for all you do. And as a person that worked for you on the old CFE staff with BMAC, I want the world to know that it was an honor. Oh, you know who that is?
I don't remember him, but I do remember Brian had a really large staff, Brian McKenzie. So like it's not a stretch for me not to remember who that was, because Brian at one point had a lot of staff members.
Okay.
On the CFE team. I like that one. Dave wrote an aggressive email back to me after receiving my level 1 feedback. Probably.
Wait. Oh
It's
yeah, I see
Mason.
that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I would like to know what. Here's the thing about something like that.
Yeah.
That's one half of the story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
So,
that's one half
and
of the story. Hey, if I wrote an aggressive feedback, why?
yeah. So hey, that was the best part. That was one of the highlights of working at CrossFit Inc. With Dave, is because every once in a while there'd be an email that came in that would be like, "Hey, Dave sent me this." Like someone thought he was going to get in trouble for what he said.
I
would
mean,
love
like I
to-
don't do that unsolicited. You know,
No,
like if I'm
you're
aggressive,
calm as a
like
cucumber. Yeah.
yeah, it's not for.
Yeah.
So when I see that, I laugh because I'm like, well, what did you do, or what did you say
yeah.
for you to think you received an aggressive response?
Patricia, attention deficit something ADHD Armenian. That's me. And autistic Mexican show each other pictures on their phones.
Oh, that is that like you commenting, making shit up? That sounds like something you would say.
It does sound like something I would say. 3 guys, 1 sauna, the hottest episode in CF podcast history. Thank you, Mr. World.
Literally hottest.
I'm glad I prepared like 3,000 questions for you, but I didn't have to do anything today. Allegra R. Earlier you said I don't listen. That is such bullshit, by the way. I'm pretty much always listening, but stuff slips through the cracks when I'm also finagling over here, fingering things. Allegra R. 499. Hi. Have you watched Pat Barber's 2001 CrossFit Odyssey? Super cool. Glad to see Dave on the show. Glad I was able to watch it live. Yeah, Pat sent me that a couple weeks ago, and I promoted it right away on my podcast, like immediately. Yeah.
2001. I don't get it.
He's gone back to doing
Is it new?
workouts from 2001. He's basically just celebrating the fact that the programming in 2001 was amazing. So he's like, "Hey, I'm going to start at 2001. Who wants to join me?"
You know, that's I've seen a handful of people do that over the years.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
right?
it is cool.
Amundsen was a big believer in that, right? Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's awesome. Good job. Good, Pat. You the man, dude. You the fucking man, Pat Barber. Who is Pat Barber? Trip River CrossFit. Put it towards changing the earth.
Put towards what? Towards changing the earth.
$1.99. Sorry, Mr. Watkins. I just passed by one of yours posts.
Oh, so let me get this right. You only read comments who pay.
Not usually, but
Okay.
today there's so many
Okay.
that you get pushed to the front of the line. Patricia.
Who is Noble doing a 50% fire sale on all of their CrossFit branded merchandise? Partnership dead.
Is that true? They are doing a 50% sale?
How would I know?
Oh. Is the partnership dead?
How would I know? No.
What's going on with the partnership with Noble? Is there anything you'd like to release?
Nothing I would like to release.
Wexler asked Don the same question when Don was on his podcast.
Who's Wexler?
It was a guy who has a podcast in space.
What's his story?
You know what his claim to fame is at the semifinals when they didn't show events number like 1 and 3, he ponied up his podcast equipment so that Chase and Ingram and Adrian Conway could broadcast it.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah, it was really cool.
What a good dude.
Yeah, so he had Don on recently.
Oh, that's cool.
So basically, you don't want to talk about it, but you're in negotiations with someone.
It's just moving along nicely.
It's in flux.
Yeah.
And there's nothing to share yet.
Nothing to share.
Are you excited?
Always.
Okay. Your whole demeanor changed, like you're hiding something. Joe Niels, $19.99 worth every penny. Oh, this is the guy from Kenosha CrossFit. Honestly, I'd pay more to know that CrossFit has the resources it needs to drive it all more effectively forward. CrossFit has the resources it needs to drive it all more effectively forward.
Well, that's a big part of it too. Meaning, like, that does help the. Obviously, the affiliate fees are not insignificant,
right?
And the more people engaging, and the more affiliates that are.
Oh, that's what he's saying. He's saying the $3,000 is worth every. Sorry. Joe Niels is saying from Kenosha CrossFit, the affiliate fees are worth every penny. I wasn't connecting that. Honestly, I'd pay more to know that CrossFit has the resources it needs to drive it all more effectively forward. Okay, that's good. That's a crazy endorsement.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. Here we go. Fitcom Media. This dude didn't pay. Ready?
Yeah.
Charity.
I'm an ex-personal trainer and I was thinking of getting the CF level 1, but looking at the jobs board, there's no CrossFit jobs. So taking something that expensive is not necessary.
Well, so you could take the level 1 and you could start training people out of your garage gym, or you could start training people out of a park, or you could start training people out of a, even if Global Gym would let you, or you could find a local affiliate. The jobs listing, if he's talking about the HQ jobs listing, that's not going to have affiliate openings or jobs at affiliates. I know there's a lot of gym owners, I don't know where this guy's from, but are having trouble finding
A shitload.
coaches.
Souza, is that true?
Yep, that's a big problem.
Finding good people to be trainers at gyms. Huge problem. Almost every affiliate's been saying that. Fitcom Media. We'll just take over for answering questions for Dave. Your hand's looking very vascular.
Right. Because I'm fucking dehydrating right now. I need to leave in a few minutes.
Hey, do you want to take this one, Souza?
What's that?
Why should someone take the level 1? If I mean, should you do it just if you want a job anyway? I mean, usually you'd be at a gym and the owner would walk up to you and be like, dude, you're fucking good. You want to be a coach?
Let me tell you
here,
why you should
right?
take the level 1. The experience, if you're passionate about
Never
this,
mind, Souza.
I didn't come on the show to fucking listen to him talk.
Right, understood.
If you're passionate about the methodology and about changing people's lives, that course is the key and a prime motivator in getting you up and into this world of coaching and changing people's lives. The motivation, the inspiration, the knowledge that you will take away from that is like supercharging you to take that next step. This person saying that saying that comment is clearly interested in training people. He's clearly interested in wanting to make a difference in someone's life or in the world.
He wants a job.
He does want a job, but he wants a job specifically in this realm.
In the fitness space, yeah.
Yeah, he wants a job in this realm and shows some interest for going in this direction of this style of training. You take that training, you start looking at local affiliates, you start talking to local affiliates, you will find some work, because our affiliates are having trouble getting enough trainers for their staff. So in your case, it is a lot of money. It's a lot of money for everyone. It's well worth it. And it's going to be something profound in your journey into training people and into fitness.
I've invited Don here.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine if he'd have come tonight in this sweating hot box? How do you think he'd have responded?
He would have been fine. He'd have never came back. He would have been fine.
Oh shit. Dave, do you still do drop-ins at the ranch?
Yes, I still do. I still have CrossFitRanch.com has a section to where you can sign up and take a drop-in. There are limited offerings, and we don't run classes there, but you have the ability to sign up and come and take basically an individual class. Usually I'm not leading it, but sometimes I do.
Who will lead it? Kenny?
Sometimes Kenny, sometimes some other friends, sometimes other coaches from Salinas. If I'm around and not doing anything, which isn't always the case, I will take them.
Hey, I want to tell you my 2 cents on that. I've been there many times when Dave's taught the class.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Dave just says he doesn't teach them because he doesn't want anyone to get their hopes up. But I think if you do sign up, there's a fucking great chance you see him. That's my 2 cents. Ernie Garza, going to take my level 2 in a couple weeks. Dave, Souza, any advice or tips?
So I'll answer this too. My advice and tips on the level 2 are just really go in with an open mind and soak in all the knowledge and the cues you can from the trainers. So level 1 is very much about teaching you the fundamentals of how to move safely and how to execute the movements, where the level 2 is really about assessing your ability to teach. So become really familiar with the movements, how to teach them to a group, how to teach them to a small group, how to teach them to an individual, and use that time when you are teaching to take the feedback from these trainers and coaches and apply it at the moment on scene. And really, more importantly, taking the lessons and skills you learn from there and using them when you go back to your affiliate or wherever you are training people.
What's the deal with the olive oil? When's it going to go on sale?
Great question. So Monday, a significant amount of tins arrive. The tins are pre-labeled.
So you're not doing this anymore.
I'm not doing that. That was a rush job for the street parking. I'm doing an actual cool little 250 milliliter tin that's pre-labeled, but that I have purchased with the label, our label on it, my label on it. And then I'm also buying the first batch of oil from my guy who's local. And then the person who was supposed to do the bottling, which is the actual place who processes my guy's oil, he's really busy because of harvest season, so he can't bottle it. So today I was on the phone calling a number of other olive oil producers in the area, trying to find someone who can bottle the stuff for me or put it in the tin. So if you know anybody out there and you're in this area who can do that, hit me up, because I need someone to bottle the oil in the tins or put the oil in the tin.
I hate the way he has his mic, dude. It's driving me fucking nuts, dude.
What don't you like?
It's
Wait,
like he's in
why?
a helicopter. He's turned it like he's in a fucking helicopter, and he's back in Nam, and it's like the mouthpiece. It's like sideways.
Yeah, but you
Do
can see
you
him.
want it
good.
like this?
Yeah, and it's just the quality.
Well, you should have had that. That's why you have that
I
black
know
thing.
the
'cause
whole
it's-
thing is messed up.
The black
I
thing
know,
is
it's my
like
fault.
it's the target.
I know. Like
Pop screen.
I hear you. Okay. Let me get to, before you leave. So I had a guy on here the other day. He was a ranger, a former ranger, and a former and 10 years on Chicago SWAT.
Oh, very cool.
And I basically said to him, I think I'm paraphrasing, but I think I said, "Hey, do you do CrossFit?" And he said, "No." And I said, "Well, what's one of the favorite workouts you do?" And he says he does Murph every week, like every week. And then I started tripping. I'm like, I'm pretty sure like Murph is like.
Murph is quintessential CrossFit. Here's the deal, though. What I need to say or what I need to see before I can tell you if that guy does CrossFit, what everything else is. So that's the thing about CrossFit.
But Murph is a CrossFit workout.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like Fran.
Yes, but you're still not listening to what I'm saying.
Okay.
Oh, cool. You scared the shit out of me. What is it? Don't tell me what to do.
Do we have a wide shot of the whole?
That's so
of the whole
nice. Look
system?
at that. Look
We have
at
a
that.
wide- can we use a wide camera or something?
He brought me a
Wow.
whole cooler of water.
Are you going to bed or something?
Thank you. No, he's just being
Going to bed?
generous.
No, but you brought three cans of
Because
water.
look, I have 3 cans of water right here.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Dang, dude. Dang, what did you bring? No, thank you.
Oh,
Avi.
yeah. What I need
else?
to know
Yeah.
in that regard is what everything else looks like. Meaning, if the rest of his training sessions are, run 3 miles one day, chest and tries the other day, back and bides the next day, swim 2 miles the 4th day, and then on one day he's doing Murph. No, that guy's not doing CrossFit. He's doing his own training protocol, and on one day of the one of the sessions a week, he's doing a CrossFit workout.
Oh, so that's kind of what I'm doing. Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing, but sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I think if you do,
So
Murph,
if
I think if
he's
you do Murph
doing-
once a week, I'm saying you're doing CrossFit.
Nah. He's doing a CrossFit workout a week. It depends. It really does on what everything else is. This is what gets us into trouble of
What about a guy who does
this is-
Murph every single day for 365 days? Is that
he's
guy-
doing
that-
a poor expression of CrossFit.
Okay, but it is CrossFit.
Yes.
Okay, fine. All right.
Here's the deal.
All right.
People say, "Oh, well, you guys just think CrossFit is everything." No. We don't think CrossFit is everything. And you can't make a determination off of what CrossFit is off of one session. I'd argue even off of a week. Like, I'd have to see the totality of the programming and the training to understand if someone's doing constantly varied functional movements at high intensity.
Period.
What?
That's it. Period.
Done.
Okay. Sit back a little bit. You're making me
I'm
nervous a
done.
little bit.
I'm telling you, I'm done.
Hold on.
That's
Let
what
me
that
see. Let me
statement
see.
was.
Oh, when you program that, how did you determine what you were going to program for all of the staff of the 130 people? Good job. Thank you. Good job.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for the cup.
You're welcome. Is he mic number 2? My goodness. Oh, that was you? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you
so
go.
he's
I'm
mic
back now.
number 3. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. Magnus Holmgren for the AC. There's never any this is the hottest day. It's never hot like this. This is crazy. Oh shit, I wanted to ask him about Travis Kelce. Damn it.
Yeah, it won't be an issue for a while. Bam, he's gone.
That was fast.
The whole thing, or him leaving?
Say that again.
The podcast in general, or him
Yeah,
leaving?
the whole podcast in general is fast as shit.
Yeah, that was fast. Hour 40.
All right. Well, I didn't get into that. Was crazy because of all the questions being asked.
On the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't really get to, but I'm cool with it. I'm okay. Kind of like just running it. God, there were some people in here that I wanted to fucking slap around. There was like 1 or 2 people in here. I was like, I'll bust your ass. I will bust your ass. How'd the Bears do last night?
Let's find out.
Oh, you can hear my dog barking, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Magnus, for the loot, dude. Appreciate it. How about that question from Jeremy World? Live with a porn star. Holy shit.
Wild. Bring this up.
Hey, that him following that Kenosha CrossFit's a brilliant idea.
Mm-hmm.
I should have whispered it. Oh, they got yesterday, Bears. Oh shit, they beat them up. They beat the Commanders up, so they got a win. They're 1-4.
Yeah, 40-20 there.
Wow. Okay. All right. Time to get Tyson back on.
Mm.
Ernie Garza, Souza, honestly, how would you respond to someone saying CrossFit hurts people? I want to hear your take on the level 2.
There's like, that's such a vague. CrossFit hurts people. So do cars. So do sidewalks. So do walking into a house. Like anything you do, you're gonna pose risk. So, I mean, I need a specific to ask that. Like if generally somebody just were to show up and be like, "Hey, I heard CrossFit hurts people," I'd be like, "Well, I've been doing it for 10 years and we haven't seen that happen." You know, like how do you answer that? I don't know.
Dude, I wanted to ask him how he chooses his outfits before he does the weekend review. He looks like he just got off the fucking John Deere and just walks in front of the camera and hits record. You know what I mean?
I imagine that's exactly how it is.
Yeah, it looks like he was just mowing the lawn, doing some calls up in the back 40. Jeez Louise.
Ernie, here's the thing I will say about the injury thing. When we bring people through our on-ramp course, the thing I talk about through day 1 all the way till the end is really focusing on being smart, doing a good warm-up, and having some sort of cool-down protocol. Because so many people go from 0 to 60 with CrossFit, like maybe they haven't had a lot of exposure to intensity or high-intensity exercise, and most of them definitely haven't had a lot of exposure with the movements you're going to be doing. So by purposely putting a governor on them when they first start, and then really making like cool down and recovery a part of the conversation when you have them all in class all the time is a huge way to start to hedge against that. And then the one piece that I would say, I just mimic everything Dave said about the L2, like really pay attention to the coaches, really go in there open-minded, just be ready to learn, but read the book beforehand. Read the book. So many people don't read the book, and then you're going to start to get worried about the material and the test and stuff like that, and you're not going to be able to be present with the trainers. And when you guys are on the floor during those breakout sessions, that is some of the most valuable stuff you will get that you could like bring back into your gym, like tangible cues and warm-ups and everything that you could bring back into your gym. So if you're too busy like worrying about the test or trying to like verbatim remember the material because you didn't come prepared, you're not going to get as much out of the course as you could. I've taken the level 2 twice.
Ernie, there is an equation, and on one side of it is orthopedic calamity, and on the other side is cardiovascular health or cardiovascular disease. And every time you try to mitigate or reduce your cardiovascular disease or your cardiovascular health, if you try to increase it, there's going to be a chance of orthopedic calamity, right? So put in more simpler terms, every time you get off the couch, there is a chance of injury. What do you want to do? And how far do you want to take the mitigating of disease? And you can find something like CrossFit, where at its foundation, it's nutrition, which is extremely, extremely safe. The zone is extremely safe. And then from there, you add in the components of movement. And those movements can be incredibly, incredibly safe too. They are incredibly safe because they're not made up by anyone at they're not made up by anyone, as Greg Glassman said. They're part and parcel with your DNA, and they were invented by God, or whatever, evolution. And it is squatting on a toilet. It's picking something off the ground and setting it in the tree. It's just all things that are that you were made to do, the way your being was made to move. And so the question is, how quickly will you be injured if you don't do CrossFit? What are you losing if you don't do CrossFit? What are the risks of not doing CrossFit? And those risks are huge.
Mm-hmm.
And then the bonus is being in the gym at CrossFit Livermore with all those people who will give you that support in that. They're doing the same thing. They may have had certain injuries or hiccups with their nutrition, or it's just this, it's an organization with a wealth of history and knowledge that's all propelling you towards your goal, which is a better life, right? Through movement, health, mindset, people you're surrounded by. Thank you. That is why right here. Right. No, right. Oh, right there.
Yeah, there it is.
Thank you.
And I bet you pickleball has far more injury rate than CrossFit does.
Sevan, when are you going to start doing CrossFit? If you don't think I do CrossFit, you fucking have your ears clogged up. Don't get anything twisted or confused. CrossFit and mofo. All right. Who do we have on the show tomorrow?
We'll have Colin.
Oh my, that's so nice.
Yeah. And then Sunday we have somebody though. Logan.
Oh, Ewing, Roman's training partner.
Yep.
Hey, we had a crazy cast schedule today. It was going to be amazing. We had Taylor Self, Bill Grundler,
Mm-hmm.
John Young, and
Senior analyst John Young.
Senior analyst John Young, Cookie Cruncher. And basically what happened was I was going to try to do both. I was going to try to do both.
Good thing we didn't try though, because how would it we would have tried to come on now at 8 o'clock, or we would have tried to push Dave out earlier. Like that would have been tough to juggle.
I want to know how everything went. I want to know how everything went at the workout.
Yeah, me too. At the ranch.
Yeah,
I'm curious.
I wonder if everyone did the workout. I wonder if they scaled. I wonder how many people didn't. I wonder if everyone there does CrossFit.
That's the question, right?
Yeah. I wonder if anyone complained to HR that the workout was too hard. Oh,
He's
man.
being mean. What does he think this is? The games?
Oh my God. Sevan, the most important prominent figure in CrossFit who does not do CrossFit. Mason Mitchell. Dave said it. You probably take a shit in the toilet and you're like, I didn't do that. My anus did it. My anus did it. I'm addicted. You know what I did today for my workout? What did I do today?
What did you do today?
I was so sore from fucking around with Murph yesterday. Today I did today I was just trying to get loose. Today I did assault bike push-ups and pull-ups. And with pull-ups I did dead hang too, because I'm so sore from all those pull-ups from Murph. So I did like 2 pull-ups and then 1 dead hang for like a count of 15.
Dude, I think
75 rounds. You asshole. Jack.
that monitor's got to move.
How is everything? Did you get to use any camera angles?
Well, I wanted to, but I think one thing we'll have to work on is my computer is very lag. So I was like nervous because if I like double hit a button or something like it did when we were playing with it, like on my end, it bogged down. I don't think it mattered to anybody else because I didn't see anybody complaining about it on the chat. Because if it would have been as slow on their end as it was at mine, there people for sure would have said something. But now it's fine. So I don't understand why it was like that. I don't know if it was because Dave's camera was on or
maybe we have too many cameras hooked up.
Yeah, that could be. And then this monitor I'd like to ditch because I can't see you or Dave.
Oh, okay.
So like he would lean back to like interact with me a little bit and I'd have to step out and then like step back. And like right now I'd rather just look at you than look down at my screen.
He doesn't have any browser tabs open. He only has 2. He's pushing a shitload. There's 1, 2, 3, 4.
We got some more
5,
angles.
6.
That angle, this angle.
There's 6 cameras.
I think this camera was, yeah, that camera's off.
And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 big monitors, all big. Smallest monitor is 27-inch, then it goes to 32 quickly, and then to 80 or 90, whatever that is.
Mm-hmm. I love these in studio ones though.
My stomach feels better.
That's good. I was kind of nervous you might have had like food poisoning or something.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me too.
I didn't want to say it out loud when we were in the car.
There's something I wanted to tell you guys about Dave.
Can you?
Oh, I like when he talks about his wife.
Mm-hmm. He's
When
been
he's-
doing that like a little bit more.
Yeah, he's like, so I wanted to get a dog, and my wife said no.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I see. Oh, I'm turning this camera off. There we go. So does that camera behind me still work?
No, that one's off. I
That
don't know
one-
if we never turned it. That's that. Can you see the screen now?
Yeah, it probably overheated.
I think so. Because I had it earlier.
Well, it was a good test run.
It was. That angle shot was good.
I want to get a dog so bad too. I want the same dog I have, a Borbal. I did not like him throwing the Christine Kohlenbrander card. That was not cool.
Don't disrespect the cards.
Yeah, that was not cool.
Put some respect on it.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Whoa. What did you just do? Did you just open? Peels? Oh.
Oh, that has like a
It's a little film on it.
yeah.
Patricia's kind of aggressive, which is, I guess Patricia is Trisha's ghost, right?
You think that's the same person?
Is that what happened? Fuck if I know.
I don't think it is. All right,
Okay. Wait, can I answer this question? This is
Sure.
like the third time I think I saw this pop up
go ahead.
about the L1.
Yeah.
Susan, one of my coaches failed at the L1 back in 2018 because he worried too much about the book. Said my other coach that got the L2, is that new? I don't know. Maybe he second guessed himself a lot in the
that
answers.
is not true. He didn't worry too much about the book. That's impossible. What do you mean he worried too much about the book? Like he
Yeah.
left it at home and he thought someone was going to steal it?
So he
It's like,
wasn't
oh
able
fuck,
to
I can't
focus.
be. Where's my book? He studied the book too hard, and so he failed. That's insane.
No,
that doesn't
that
even
is-
make sense.
Yeah, that is insane. The more you know the material,
I
the
don't get
more
that.
like nuggets you're gonna pull out of the lectures
Yeah.
rather than just trying to like learn the material. And then the more knowledge you have in the book, the more you could just be present and really like deepen the knowledge of what you read in the book rather than trying to like catch up.
Sevon, even if you don't, make sure you tell everyone you adopted your dog. Listen, I'm the exact opposite. I'm gonna get a dog and I'm gonna be like, hey, Jay-Z has the brother to this dog and Rick Ross has the other brother to this dog, and I got the sister. And this dog was $8,500, even if I got it from the pound.
It's designer.
He doesn't do CrossFit and he brags about he lies about the pedigree of his dog. Fuck you. It's amazing how many of you don't fucking see what the fuck is going on here. The fucking show.
What a dipshit.
I think that's in reference to the guy who
Worried too much about the book.
and Sevon, when are you going to be a guest on someone else's podcast? Listen, seriously, do you want to know how much I suck? The only people who invite me on the podcast, seriously, we ready for this? People with Hotmail accounts. Do you understand? Did you get that?
Yeah.
Sevon, and it's like this. I know it's a 1 in a million chance. Well, right there, fuck you, no. But it's been my dream to have a podcast, and I'm on episode 3, and maybe you could contact me at george@hotmail.com. Like, fuck off. I mean, thank you. That's really cool. I'm flattered. That's really sweet. I'm gonna go kill myself.
Hey, you know what's crazy?
I suck. I suck, dude. I suck. I would be worse on someone's podcast. No one wants me on. I'm totally the person. The second you meet me or hang out with me, it's like everything's ruined for you. I am the classic don't meet your heroes. Just like stand back and throw just you don't want to see me on anyone else's podcast either. Thank you. Go ahead.
I did that same thing to you and it worked.
That's true. That only will work once.
One time.
Once.
I already got it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, the soft spot in my spot for. Did you have a Hotmail account?
No. But I think I had already like met you in person by that time. I was like sneaking into the DDCs and like cruising around and stuff.
Yeah.
So you kind of had some familiarity.
Jody, I wouldn't. If I go on a podcast, I'll tell all you guys. You're like my fucking security blanket. I'm nobody without you guys.
And you know what else is crazy?
Yeah.
That was 3 years ago to tomorrow.
When you came to my house, we did that filming in the garage.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Didn't you just agree to go on someone else's podcast? No, I'm gonna have Garrett. The only podcast Garrett did a podcast. I haven't listened to it yet. Can we go to her YouTube page? I want to see if that's up.
Yeah.
She did a podcast, I think, with someone from.
Do you know what it's called?
Glinton.
Oh God, it's gonna be the hardest.
Glinton. Glinton Academy. Glinton Talk. Glinton. It's something Glinton. I bet you it'll be in my search. I bet.
Glinton.
Because I was there before. Glinton. Bill Glinton. Glinton things. Oh, I don't see it up yet. Oh, maybe she sent me a link and she hasn't posted it yet. Videos, home, live. Oh.
Can you spell it for me again? Sorry.
Glinton. Glinton things. Sorry, I could pull it up too. Glinton. I probably was not even spelling it right too.
Glinton things. You got it on your end?
Bam.
Oh, I got it. Okay. Can't tell if you pulled it up because I'm on the opposite screen.
I'm gonna have Garrett Glinton back on my podcast to ask her about her podcast after I watch her podcast.
They tell I'm going on Coffee Wads and Pods.
When are you
Coffee
doing that?
Pods and Wads.
No, when are you doing that?
Sometime later this month. It's scheduled after Crash.
Oh, that's awesome.
19th, I think.
Well, you're gonna see Pedro at Crash.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've got to hang with him a couple of times. Really enjoyed my time with him.
I saw. Oh, I wanted to say, is Trina's the one that? Where's Trina? Where's Trina's? Trina. This is who does Gone Rogue with Sevon. That Instagram account. Oh, I wanted to show you guys this. I haven't shown you guys this in a long time. What is it? Going Rogue with?
Yeah, Gone Rogue with Sevon.
Gone Rogue.
Trina pulls some great clips from the show too.
Yeah,
she pulls some gold from there.
Rogue. You know who made me that? Paulina from Paper Street Coffee made me the clip with my son tonight.
Yeah, Going Rogue with Sevon. Sorry, she put it in. I steered you wrong.
Oh, there it is. Oh, dude, I'm so stupid. I just understood the shopping cart. Going Rogue with Sevon.
Oh yeah.
Here's the thing that people don't fucking understand. You don't fucking listen. I put my shopping cart away more than any of you. By the way, this isn't directed at you, Trina, at all. More than any of you. What I'm saying is it's not obligatory. Obligatory is you peed on the seat and you wipe it up. That's obligatory. Putting your shopping cart isn't obligatory. If it is, you have broken fucking thinking. I'm not saying whether we agree or not on that. What I'm saying is like you're not even listening. You can't understand. I'm not saying that Coca-Cola is bad. I'm saying Coca-Cola shouldn't be involved in the health sciences. Do you understand what I'm saying by that? I'm not saying like, fuck you, Coke, you shouldn't exist. I hope everyone there dies. No, I'm saying make your fucking money, drink that shit with Jack and Coke, but don't fuck around in the health sciences. Don't try to say it's healthy. Don't try to say anything positive about it because it's just a bucket of sugar. But you fucking simpletons can't make the distinction. Probably because most of you live in a world of just complete and utter fucking duality, bouncing back and forth between two piles of shit. Oh, I hope this isn't my wife telling me not to yell. Hi. I'm live. What?
Are you still live?
Yeah. Do you want me to get off so we can talk?
No. How'd it go?
It's good. We're still live, though. Everyone can hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
Later.
Bye. You guys understand? You understand? Think about the shopping cart? On the sizing scale, nice work. 7 out of 10 triggered event. Oh, that would be awesome. I need to be rated every time for how bad I'm triggered. That would be awesome. Yes. Oh, we need a sound effect, like a, and then we need an effect button where my screen shakes. Dave and Sevi are homies. Yeah, but I tried to come at him hard. He tried to say on one of those podcasts with Mike Riddlin or Jocko that no one asked him hard questions. I was like, fuck you. I'll ask you some hard shit. Show you some hard shit too. Fine, we understand, but you're still wrong. Okay, it's good. All right. But I don't think most of you do understand. Or else you wouldn't say dumb shit like, you need to put your shopping cart away. Like everyone's like trying to catch me in something.
Got him.
Yeah. Dave tried to act like he walked out, now calling for his buddy to come out and play. Now he's driving home. He probably wants to tell me like something, yell at me, tell me how I fucked something up. Ridicule me. I'm a scapegoat for misplaced aggression. That's what a scapegoat is. Someone you target for misplaced aggression. Scapegoat. Oh, Dusty Witch, you are slightly behind. Oh, that's a great question. Dan Guerrero, do you think Dave misses Greg at HQ? I'm writing that down for next time.
Mm-hmm. He wrote that earlier too. I spotted it. I thought that was a great question.
That is a great question. Hey, I was going to bring up the Travis Kelce shit to him. I was really curious how he's going to answer that. Did you see Travis Kelce's like, now I see why that guy's so popular. He's a fucking smooth operator, dude.
Oh, is he? I haven't seen much of anything with him.
Talk about game, recognized game. So you saw that Aaron Rodgers called him Mr. Pfizer. The clips everywhere, all over Instagram.
Yeah.
Mr. Pfizer.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, with the stash right now, I look like a guy named Mr. Pfizer. Who knew I'd get into the vax wars with Aaron Rodgers, man? It's Mr. Pfizer versus the Johnson & Johnson family over there, man.
I don't think we asked you about, since you're in the commercial, can you kind of just say why you wanted to do that?
I mean, I've always been, once I got the vaccine, and I got it because of, keeping myself safe, keeping my family safe, the people in this building. So yeah, I stand by it 1,000%, and fully comfortable with him calling me Mr. Pfizer.
Travis, anything?
Hey, hey, this is for anyone who can rub fucking two stones together. This is some crazy shit right here. He's saying, listen to this.
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, with the stash right now, I look like a guy named Mr. Pfizer.
With this stash right here, I look like Mr. Pfizer. Please, someone break that down for me. I'm curious what you think that means.
I think he's just leaning into it.
That means he looks like Adolf Hitler? Isn't Pfizer German? Is that what he's saying? That's what I think he's saying. No? Yeah?
Uh-oh.
I turned the light off. I turned Dave's light off. Do you think that's what he's saying?
No, I don't think that's what he's saying.
Why does he look like Mr. Pfizer? What's Mr. Pfizer?
What else is he going to say?
I don't know. Floyd, maybe he should be saying Pfizer 19.
I don't know. I mean, I don't really know what we want from, like, does he do like a samurai thing? He's like, you know what? I feel like you guys are all right. I gave back the 100 mil and I have this samurai sword. And I'm gonna do the honorable thing.
Hey, dude, I'm telling you, he's slick. I thought he handled it like a champ. Dude.
Yeah, he did.
I think he handled it like a champ.
He's a slippery little fish, you can't pin him down.
But what is I look like Mr. Pfizer? And I didn't understand this one. What's he saying? It's Pfizer versus Johnson & Johnson. I didn't get that.
Was that an old sponsor of Aaron
Who
Rodgers?
knew I'd get into the vax wars with Aaron Rodgers, man? It's Mr. Pfizer versus the Johnson & Johnson family over there, man.
God, I hope so. That would be a great dig back at Aaron Rodgers if it was.
Yeah, or maybe he's even just trying to play it like he wasn't like against the 49ers. He was for the other brand.
Right.
You know, that would be a good bait and switch.
I get that Johnson & Johnson is another vaccine company, but they make tons of other shit too. I just don't understand why, like I don't think Aaron Rodgers was supporting Johnson & Johnson either.
Hey, would you have felt the same way if he was sponsored by the same exact company minus the 2020 issue? 2020.
Meaning, like, if you were sponsored by Pfizer, but you were like, hey,
yeah, let's just say it's 2017 and you found out he's sponsored by him. You feel the same way?
No, much less.
Why?
Less.
All the same stuff is happening.
This specific drug has been known to kill young men dead on the field, shitloads of them.
More than Oxycontin, more than opiates.
But those aren't being presented. Great questions, by the way. Those aren't being presented as cures and being forced for you to take. Those fall into a different category of entertainment drugs. And granted, maybe that there's levels to this shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me telling you, hey, this is gonna save you and save your grandma, and it kills both of you. Sorry. Here's the thing, like, to really drive home. 4 comorbidities and over the average age of death in most countries, meaning most of the people who die are above the average age of the average age of death already, who die from COVID, and they have 4 comorbidities. At that point, anyone who can think has to say you died with COVID, not of COVID. And this is a general truth. I mean, there's a million other things, but that one right there should just crack the door open for anyone and be like, wait a second. And then on top of the fact we know it's killing young men everywhere under the guise of it saving his grandmother. I mean, he said it. Does he really believe that? You think that it's helping? The truth is that actually, once you never give this from the CDC's website, you never demand deployment of a vaccine during the middle of a pandemic, because what you do is you cause mass shedding. And that is what we had. We had probably had mass shedding events in old folks' homes. What's mass shedding, people? It's when you give someone an injection and certain people will have a reaction enough to it to where they'll start being contagious and spreading the disease. Very common. Huge problem with polio vaccines in the past. And arguably now you can look, this isn't like conspiracy shit. You can look, one of the leading spreaders of polio now. No, sorry. The leading spread of polio now is what? The vaccine. Look it up. Anyone can go look it up. Olsen dudes. What up, fellas? Just started watching the new Mayhem documentary. It's really good so far. Crushed the weekend, gentlemen. Oh, awesome. How long? What? Can we go look at that real quick? Good job. Good pivot, Olsen dudes.
I think it premiered earlier tonight, didn't it?
Yeah. That's the thing on the guy Phil, right?
Yeah. The Heart of Mayhem.
Yeah.
Let me bring it up here.
Zach Jones, 4 to 10 triggered. Yeah, that's fair.
Hey, did you see what
Maybe 3.
Clydesdale Media and Will said about Mr. Johnson & Johnson?
No. Oh, no. What did they say?
That it's same person that is owned or was an owner of Johnson & Johnson is now the owner of the Jets or something like that.
Oh, right. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Is that the guy that got in trouble for like being with the prostitute or something? No, that was the Patriots. One of those owners got caught paying money for sex.
That ain't tricking if
you're
you
not
got
allowed
it.
to do that.
You pay for everything else, huh? Just not that.
Right.
Are we clicking it?
Oh, yeah. The uh-oh.
What's happening?
Should I close? Oh, you know what? Maybe you want to stop sharing screen. Maybe that'll help your connection.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if that's
32 minutes. Okay, so this is sensitive content?
Shit. Hold on. I'm bogged
Wow,
down.
look at that. Is that a trigger warning?
Yeah, it was.
I'm triggered by the trigger warning.
Okay.
What's up, Mr. Olsen? How you doing, buddy? Always good to see you. Okay, let's watch a few.
Should we watch a little bit of it?
Yeah,
do we want audio? Can we get audio on my end?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, let's do it. I'm turning off the TV. I'm turning off the TV.
All right,
let me stop the share screen.
Yeah, I stopped it already. I stopped mirroring it. Let's see if that speeds it up. Here, let's play.
The hard part for us for the longest time was to get past that. Oh, it's just for elites.
In 2014, Rich man in history.
That's the showcase of CrossFit, but that's not what CrossFit is. CrossFit is the everyday people doing it. He's just a dude. He's one of those stories that you hear of, like, you know, came in with just looking for something and has kind of
pause
found a
this. When did
home.
this
And
premiere?
that's
This is gonna be
the type
fucking
of
good. I wanna go
story.
inside and watch this.
It just premiered just tonight, 5 p.m.
Let me see. Let me scroll down. Let me see. Are people watching it? Oh yeah.
Yeah, 3 hours ago,
Yep,
38.
1,000 views an hour. They're on a roll.
Yeah,
Awesome.
crushing it.
Wow. I wonder why at that time.
At 5 p.m., which would be what time? 8 p.m. their time.
Asymmetric ears never stop the 49er talk. The worst thing to do would be to stop. They will definitely try this again. I mean, they're trying in my area. They're trying it right now. I just went out to dinner with Souza, and I don't even want to tell you the shit we saw in the restaurant. Fucking crazy. So nuts.
I love Will's comments.
It's so sad. It's so sad that boys are dying. No kid should have to die to save anyone who's 85 years old, ever. Maybe someday when you're 85, Savvy, you'll think different. Well, I'm not 85, and I'm not going to think different then.
My grandpa was 83 when it went down, and he didn't think different.
He's like, why? Explain that to me. What do you mean?
He was just like, this is ridiculous, because he knows, like, obviously I own a business and everything else. He's like, you need to open your business. Like, we don't, like, why are we jumping through all these hoops? He's like, I've lived my life. Even if this was strictly targeted at me, he's like, so be it. He's like, you guys need to get on. Why would you do something that is going to put a huge detriment to all of your careers for all the young people that are going to continue on? And then he was part of the rebel group that showed up to church still at his community thing when they had tried to stop it.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Grandpa. Did he die of COVID?
No. He got it. He's kicking. He's doing his thing, man.
Oh, he's still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, still alive and kicking.
Oh.
He's going to come out soon. Lives in
SC Fitness. Did I miss Dave? No, he's still coming on. He'll be here in a minute.
Just hang tight.
Yeah, he's coming on. Hey, I wonder if Rich wants to come on tomorrow and talk about this.
Oh, that'd be cool.
In the morning.
Yeah. Hop on for a little bit.
Yeah. You can jump on the morning show with me for a few minutes if you want to talk about Phil. I won't keep you long. Is that weird if I say you can jump on like he's like I'm doing him some sort of favor?
Yeah, I would say we'd love if you jumped on.
Okay, we'd love if you jumped on.
Or we'd love it to have you for a few minutes or something like that.
Yeah, okay. We would love to have you jump on in the morning for a few minutes if you want to talk about Phil. I won't keep you long.
And then if you want to get specific and say 10 a.m. your time.
Oh, okay. 10 a.m.-ish your time. I don't think you have to say, I don't have to say to Rich either, like, no stress or if you can't. Cause,
nah, he knows. He's a homie too.
Yeah, he don't give it. Yeah.
He don't stress about shit.
Yeah.
He'll be at church. It's Saturday.
No, Rich isn't sensitive. I don't think. I just don't want it to make it like I want to convey what I want to. I don't want him to make it like I'm not trying to big dick nobody. No, that's not true. I'm not trying to big dick Rick. No, big dick Rich. Big dick Rick. I have to talk to Avi. Be like, dude, you can't just walk in. You weren't summoned. You think it's fucking cute to bring a cooler with 3 drinks in here?
Oh man, don't you do that to him.
I'll break his heart.
Don't do that. Nah. You know he's already like feeling some type of way about coming on and doing all that.
Man, there's great shit for tomorrow's show. Hey, I was thinking about getting this vacuum cleaner that's battery powered, so that I could go into the bowls at the gyms at the skate parks and suck out all the leaves and like dust and lint and shit down there. You know what I mean? Like a Milwaukee M18 vacuum cleaner that's like, what do you think?
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome. But for whatever reason, I just pictured you showing up on my Explore page with some random teenager who filmed you and put you online when you're not knowing it. Like, look at this dude vacuuming the bowl, like zooms in, and I'm like, wait, I know that guy.
Yeah, and I got my ponytail.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think anybody who's ever ran over a rock on a skateboard and fell on their head would appreciate that for sure.
Stevan, your bun is looking great. I'm telling you. I don't know what I want to give credit to, but I'm like this CJ. I'm almost done with my bottle of CJC 1295. You can buy your own here.
Go, bro.
I think Avi said, "Hey, your skin looks really nice," and I know he said that because he's been hearing me tell people, "Dude, I think something's going on with my skin." But just all my shit, I look cute lately. I've been looking cute. If I'm on a 2-week just fucking run, fucking shit up.
Looking cute.
Yeah. Renee K, send me some. I don't think it works on girls. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying that I got that bottle, and here's the thing. Everyone keeps asking me stuff. I don't know anything about it. No one told me anything. I didn't ask Killer or nobody, but I got the bottle. I filled it up with the reconstituted water, and I basically just started a protocol that I made up. I read some books I listened to some audiobooks on peptides. I took the whole bottle in 20 days. Someone tell me if that was stupid. In 10 different shots. Well, I'm almost about to. I have 2 more shots left. Will Brand said, if you got on TRT, that's what I heard. If you got on TRT for a week, that bun would fall off. That's what I heard. Yeah, everything is like more robust in me. I'm more robust. Everything's girthier. Good night, Dan. See you in the morning, buddy.
Bye, Dan.
You should think about loving on me more. Stop being such a contrarian. All right. Thank you, everyone. Susan's got how long's your ride home?
Well, hopefully there won't be any traffic going home, so it'll probably be about an hour 15. It's the traffic that kills it.
You have time for a never mind. Okay. BPC. Here, I'm gonna tell you what to get. Here, do you want to? Can you just go to the website real quick? I'm gonna just show you, just really quick. What?
Yes.
You're gonna go. You're gonna want to get these 3 things if you want to, like, do drugs with that, and then tell people you just did peptides. It was like me, like be a pussy. You want to get BPC 157. You want to get. I should actually have Hiller on here to tell you this. You want to get this thing called TB 500. And I think you're supposed to get them separate, and then get the CJC 1295. Get those 3 things, and get the 5 milligram one. Oh, and a lot of people, I didn't do it, but a lot of people take the curcumin to reduce inflammation. And then get the reconstituted water.
Dang,
BPC 157.
Which is this one here.
TB 500. I don't know where that one is, but they sell it.
Probably down here.
And the CJC 1295. And then get reconstituted water and start reading and get a bunch of books. There it is. There's the TB 500.
TB 500.
And learn how to mix it all up.
Hey, do you know what this really expensive one does? Not really, but the most expensive one.
Where is it? Which one?
This one.
No. Discover the remarkable cutting edge compound designed to rejuvenate the body and support anti-aging process. Oh, that might be the one that stops the telomeres from falling off the ends of your DNA strands. I don't even know if any of that shit's real. There, it is real. I don't know. I never seen a DNA strand. Fuck, what do you mean it's real? You seen one?
Every image is CGI. Every image of DNA, CGI.
Look I'm going to Google right now. Have they isolated the virus?
Oh, boy.
They isolated the 49ers. Has CV19 been isolated? Has it been seen? Oh, those nerdy girls. My uncle says scientists never isolated the 49ers and that therefore the 49er cure is fake. Oh, you should see this lady who wrote the article. Ooh. That's not true. The 49ers virus has, and the 49er was isolated way back in January of 2020. I wonder how she knows that. I don't trust the way she looks, but she says it has been. Blue hair, blue glasses.
Mm.
Anyway. Bye, guys. See you in the morning, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Love you. Bye-bye.